And gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network. And happy Monday to everybody out there. We are going to dive into another crazy week in wrestling that takes us all the way to All In. But before we get there, we're going to kick this week off with some WWE RAW, 3+ hours of full coverage, full reactions. Make sure you grab your snacks, strap in, strap on, put a smile on your face, and be ready. We got it all. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream, another live watch party, watch along. Call it what you will. Nobody does it better or more often than these two pretty faces. And tonight will be no different. Like I said, WWE RAW, lots to get into, lots of stories, lots of rumors, lots of, controversy, if we will. But, folks, I am Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. And Big Nick's gotcha.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pause on that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick, and ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yes, we've got Gunther versus Chad Gable. You almost made me forget who he was facing for the IC title. And as you can see, even below us, we've got Shrek and Donkey on my side versus The New Day. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Tag team match player.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting night. Not a lot called for, which is kind of the WWE's MO as of late. But lots of rumors, lots of speculations. Are other tag teams returning? Now it looks like they are trying to bolster this tag team division. Somebody's missing. Now, was it a Photoshop or did I see, what did it say? Missing and the reward was like $1 or something like that. And I thought that was cute.
I might have been. I haven't looked too much at the missing poster. I know I've seen it kind of floating around and everything. I haven't read into it, but that would be a good show.
It was something like that. Like, let's go. A-Town in the house. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being back. Doing some work on the laptop. Well, have those ears wide open. Pause. See money asking who let the dogs out.
Yeah, it took us a minute there. You can tell we're on the vitamins. We're backstage reading the comment. We're like, oh, I get it now.
I'm on to you. I'm looking forward to Riddle and Drew McIntyre versus the New Day. Welcome back, Damian.
I was about to right after that. Sorry, I was about to just do like the one we were talking about because I'm looking forward to. I need a man to hug and kiss. I need a man to hug and kiss.
Right? Yeah, we were literally before we went live, just sitting here going back and forth on the stupid, trick names, so to speak. The Moe's Tavern phone calls.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking forward to Drew and Riddle versus the New Day. I think Judgment Day is attacking Drew and Riddle at the end. Then someone saves them. Who might that someone be? Very interesting take, though.
I haven't heard that one. Janice, what up? I hear voices. Could you see that happening?
We're waiting for it. And we got the big announcement today of John Cena will be on SmackDown on September 1st and will be actually participating in the India Super Show.
Oh, of course. He's got to, stretch that international market. Yeah. Here comes the money.
Come on now.
Everybody's got a prize.
What?
I just said everybody's got a prize.
No doubt. So it'll be very interesting how they line up CM Punk. They'll line up John Cena for that, basically a 1-week build to some type of match.
I was going to say, well, it's going to be interesting, too, how they build CM Punk up to a 1-week build to some kind of a match when it comes to All Out, because, he's going to be on the All Out card in Chicago.
We got Wednesday, man. Wednesday's going to be
yeah.
Rip. Everybody's going to get mugged. If you work for AEW, keep your head on a swivel unless you've already been booked for All In. You're probably going to get jumped before the end of the night.
Yeah, just don't show up. Just don't show up.
Don't show up.
Say Punk told you you had to stay home and you're good.
Mm-hmm. Right. What else we got? Dale Campbell, the current champ, still in the house. John Cena will be at SmackDown, as we just confirmed.
I was going to say, Dale, you're lucky this man kept your record alive there, because I was almost going to put your belt on the line when it came to the Multiverse United yesterday.
Man, I couldn't let my boy Dale go down like that. I mean, if we're going to defend that belt this weekend for sure, we might make him defend it twice in one day.
Yeah, you got to do it for the pre-show and the main show. You got to be like MJF.
And maybe even Emergence, just to piss you off.
Oh.
Get out of my swamp. Welcome back, Alexis.
Wow.
Our favorite swamp.
We've got
color.
Shrek and Donkey right there underneath me.
Right? What are they? The Glass Bros.
Yeah, Glass Bros.
I don't like it. I don't love it.
No.
Not gonna lie. We can do better.
Right. I think we did better.
What's up, Sonic Boom? How you doing? Welcome back, Richard Martinez. Welcome back. Does Drew turn on Riddle tonight, or are they a team for a while? Man, I don't know. They got to do something with Drew, Nick.
Yeah, but when do they do it? That's the thing.
Did they turn?
Because we thought that initially he was going to come back as a heel.
I wanted him to.
Yeah, I still think he ends up at one point world heavyweight champion, but it's a matter of when, not if. I think.
Yeah, I think he should be. You know, he's due for a title run. I think, but they got to make him valid. They got to make him valuable before they make that run. So, yeah, I want to see the Scottish Psychopath come back. I want to see it be in that groove. I want him to. Could he blow? Is Riddle babyface enough? Yeah, I think so. That if he turned on him, could work.
He can play the sympathetic Drew, bro. I thought we were a team. We had a name. Bam, blast out kiss.
You know, we've been waiting for Randy for a while, and again, I hope he pops back up.
Right.
More John Cena news. Richard saying we'll team with LA Knight versus Miz and Waller. Interesting.
Be interesting. Potentially could happen.
I mean, a promo off between LA Knight and John Cena might be highly entertaining.
Them going back and forth, them training, that reminds me a bit of like when you'd have The Rock and Jericho back in like the kind of attitude era. We have the gore and the whore. Some of that good old man, still a pussy.
But even, I guess, exactly. Even them working together could be some good TV for sure.
Oh, absolutely. What do you see as the main event? Gunther, Gable, or a 6-man tag again with Cody, KO, and JD? Cody, Sami, and KO, JD.
We'll find out. Whoever opens the show will end the show, as per usual.
What comes around is all around. I hope it's Gunther and Gable, because I think that you give this some time. A lot of people really liked the first match, and I think that's really why we're here, because I don't think Gunther's losing tonight, because we've still got however many days left.
It's like
on
19.
The streak. What?
It's like 19, bro.
Got you. Okay, so the NFL season kicks off about when NFL football comes back in regular season. Expect Gunther might be losing the IC belt around that.
Yeah, right. So fair enough. And that's what I think. I think Gunther wins tonight, but maybe the chase isn't done, because there is a great deal of fan support coming up behind Gable now. A lot of people out there are saying, like, let's go Gable. I'm really surprised, but it's awesome.
Oh, it's awesome. 100%. I've been a fan of him for a while. He should have been, Kurt Angle's illegitimate son if they were going to do that whole angle and everything. He is just mini Kurt Angle a bit. He can do the comedy shtick. He can look like a badass. He's just a little bit shorter than most other people on the roster.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think whatever opens the show, could they run the dark match they had? Why didn't, you know what? We could have used that match instead of a dark match after the show. Just saying.
Okay.
Like the Cody, Sami, not Cody. KO, Sami, and McIntyre, they have a dark match on Friday.
Oh, okay. I forgot for half a second.
Yeah, I didn't
realize who was actually in the dark match outside of KO showed up. I didn't see anything beyond that.
No, it was them versus Imperium, and then Edge came out and threw a spear to help them win. But I found it really funny. I'm like, I would have loved this match on the show.
Right.
Maybe we get that tonight.
Maybe. Alexander Richie, can't wait to see. All right. Stefan, what the future holds for Tommaso Ciampa? I think there's going to be some DIY involved.
Milk cartons. He's on a search. He's on the search. He's trying to find Carmen Sandiego, aka Johnny Gargano.
No one will survive.
I'm looking forward to that though, Nick. The idea of the DIY and talking about the tag division kind of, growing a little.
They need that, especially now if you don't have the Usos as a tag team. You've got the New Day back now. If you've got Drew and Riddle are going to be a tag team for a minute, you've got Sami and KO. You need to start really adding some new faces and some new teams that they can go against.
Right, I agree.
Janice says, I think Edge teams up with AJ Styles versus Judgment Day to continue the career, and it has to be confirmed if the sources are right. If I'm right, it'll be a blast. Who are your sources?
Right, Edge teams up with AJ. It'll be really crazy if Edge showed up tonight, but showed up back up to team with AJ Styles. Man, the rumors are rampant. They're killing me, Smalls. What's more likely, Nick? Question, just real quick. Mm-hmm. Edge and Christian reunite on AEW for one more match, or Edge and Christian reunite on WWE one more time?
WWE.
Okay.
WWE, hands down. I think, and I'll say this respectfully, everybody that's buying into the whole, he's going to go to AEW now. Oh, did you hear? Well, Jim Ross kind of halfway mentioned, Edge and Christian on Collision and everything like that. It's like, right, but do we all forget that contracts are a thing? Well, the man has come out and publicly said my contract ends in September.
Yeah. And beyond that, just because us as fans and, the internet schmarks think it's a great idea doesn't mean he wants to do it, has thought about doing it, cares to do it, even if, again, like you said earlier, money talk, shit happens, never say never. But realistically, we've kind of gone down this road of, Edge is plotting out his retirement, and I don't think it involves AEW.
Right. I think the fans, a certain section of fans want to see that more, and you know who you are, versus other people that kind of, I think, realize, yeah, you're probably done, pal. Like we said on Friday, you have nothing else to prove. You have nothing else to give to us. You've given us enough. We're lucky we got him back to begin with. We don't need to have him diving off tables or diving off ladders into tables like Sting and everything like that.
No, I mean, and that's very true in this whole story. It'd be very interesting if Edge gets involved in anything. I think we're not done with Edge as far as maybe he makes a Rumble appearance. Maybe they find a Mania match for him that makes sense. Like, I mean, could we get a one-off? Yes. He didn't really say goodbye yet, but it's there. He's at
the Mania thing is, to me, would be the one thing that I could see is you build up to somebody calls him out and just really wants to fucking go at him. And that's where they get over as the top heel or something like that. Yeah. They get some good heel heat.
And just quickly, something that I was thinking about earlier, but
fair enough.
I think sometimes it gets lost on people. Like, the idea of being involved with WrestleMania 40 is a big deal. Like, we're going to go through the heritage. It's a milestone mania. So for people like, I'm going to jump and sign with AEW for a year or for 6 months and miss out on something like that, it matters to a lot of these wrestlers.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and especially at this time with where WWE's at, it's not like AEW, and we're going to get into the whole discussion as who's winning, the ratings battle or whatever. But just as much as everybody's praising AEW for doing 80,000 ticket sales and everything in Wembley, just the same, WWE did their fastest ticket gate and their highest ticket gate for WrestleMania, just 90,000 for Philadelphia.
And actually, funny, Nick, your guy, your Scarf Incarnate, actually tweeted out both companies setting attendance and / gates records left and right. Pro wrestling is winning, the fans are winning, but most importantly, I think we can all agree on this. I'm winning. # better than you. But now MJ has been really good with his tweets lately, and I love this one.
I think he's just really good in general, but that's might be partial there. But yeah, I did see that, and he's very it comes even to when he was talking about the Dax thing. Still questionable how he was with the Luvisto thing and everything. I don't want to speak on that, but he's 100% right with that statement. And I'm glad someone like him says it, because I think it carries a bit more weight and a bit more gravitas when he says it versus some other people. But exactly, we've said it before on this channel. I know it's the tired cliche that everybody hates to use and hates to say and hates to hear and everything, but it's a great time to be a pro wrestling fan right now because both companies are fucking knocking down, records right and left.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And that's why, like, we talk about this channel and what we've done here, and we wanted to create a positive environment and create a family and where people could come of all different opinions without being blocked or kicked out of the chat. And, I feel like we've done that. And I mean, if you can just enjoy all the wrestling that we watch, I mean, we are, we're lucky. 7 days a week, there's wrestling that's either, from varying degrees of decent to amazing happen 7 days a week. It's crazy.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I was about to just start going. Friends, countrymen, neckbeards, smarts, lend me your ears.
Right. But we see the chat filling up quick. James is here.
Oh, God. James, what up?
Sylvia's here. C
Christopher,
Money.
what up?
Oh,
C Money. I'm looking for Amanda Hug and Kiss. Yes.
Right. Research with Thomas Flint in the house. All in. I found it very funny that the WWE has been very,
90
loud.
90.
Yeah, very loud about, oh yeah.
Anything you can do, I can do better, except
Ignore
we're not going to mention it's over 2 nights.
Yeah. Sup, KJ and Nick. I think Triple H want Edge to stay and see what his idea to bring Edge for creative guy, producer. Yeah, I mean, if they wanted him, he'd be a great mind to have involved in the back as a mentor, as a coach, as something. For sure.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. That's a mind you want backstage in your locker room and involved in your creative process the whole time.
Right. Jacob's in the house. I hear the Dudleys want to do one last match with the Hardys and Edge and Christian. Now, imagine that is like an AEW pullout. Like, if they managed to pull that off, that'd be crazy. Yeah, I don't see the Hardys ever going back.
No. And I was going to say, it would be crazy. You want to know why? Because it was a really cool match that WWE did fucking a decade, 20 plus years ago. And everything.
A long time ago now.
Right. That's why it's cool. It's not cool because of anything AEW did, except for signing fuckers. It's cool because of nostalgia.
Yeah. I mean, if any one of the...
Not saying I don't want to see the match, but shit.
Right. I think Edge and Christian are in the best shape of the 6 of them, to be honest. And realistically, we don't need to see that match. We saw it. Let us keep the memories. We don't need to see the withering side of it.
Right. Leave the memories alone.
Right.
Christopher, what up? Hey everyone, I hope you enjoy Raw tonight. Who can you guys see Cody do for payback? Pause. I think he does Brandy for payback.
I do you for payback, boy. No, he does Brandy for
I got you for 3 minutes.
I got you. All right. But great question. What are they doing with Cody and payback?
Could be. Does he get involved in the Judgment Day situation?
He's kind of been flirting with it. I mean, he beat Finn last week clean.
Does he go after Damian?
That'd be interesting. That'd be very interesting.
And it demeans Finn a bit more of, see, I already beat you. I don't want to deal with you. I'm going after the actual leader. And he starts pointing at Damian. I think it gets Damian over a bit too.
Yeah, it could. I mean, it would set that up nicely. I do believe that. What did I see today? And I thought that would be
Cody challenges for the briefcase and then loses because hard times, baby, hard times.
Well, he can't win that briefcase. I would really be disappointed if he did. What about John Cena, Cody Rhodes? Just because it's a 1 week build.
America, fuck it. Coming again to win the
that was 100% your first
America.
Thought. Just an absolute explosion of stars and stripes everywhere.
All I could picture was Charlie Day, for anyone who's watched Always Sunny, of just got a rock, flag, and eagle.
Oh, fuck. I'm looking for Amanda Hug and Kiss. We got that one. It's clever. I think Edge only got the... Sup, KJ and Nick. Like Cena and Rock versus Awesome Truth. R-Truth, Miz, you suck. LOL. Okay.
Put some respect on Ron Killing's name. The man's a legend.
Legend.
You're telling me you don't pop still half the time when you see R-Truth on screen or some of the old bits?
If he makes a return, I'll pop huge. Like if he just all of a sudden he comes out or his music hits.
What's up? What's up?
I've been singing the same song for 35 years.
Right, and still raps his own lyrics down in the ring and everything.
You should.
Main event is Trish and Becky steel cage. Funny. No, they haven't announced that. I think they would very much announce that if that was going to be the main event tonight.
I thought the steel cage was happening at
Payback?
At Payback. Is it happening tonight?
I don't think so. I think, like I said, they would have advertised that significantly here.
Yeah, I didn't see. I mean, the big thing we're getting is Glass Bros versus New Day, and the contract signing as well.
Yes. Oh, and Nakamura is going to reveal what he said to Seth.
Yes. Right. We want to know.
Whisper. Enjoy all wrestling. Stop the BS. Yes.
Right. I love it, Temple. Yeah, taste the rainbow. What's up, King Jordan? How you doing? Welcome back.
Joe Black, what I was going to say, we're behind, or at least I am. So
you know what? They're rapid firing tonight. Keep it coming, folks. Keep it live. Remember, if there's anywhere you're talking about wrestling or you hang out with wrestling people, drop the link, get them in here. It's always a party, always fun. You never know what we're going to say, and it is at Payback. Good God.
There we go. I was going to say, I'd stop there and then just scroll down, and it kept going. It was like the Holy Scripture here was like the list of Jericho finding the bottom of this chat right now. Right. Comment number 1, arm bar. Arm bar. 2, arm drag.
SRS reports that Raw main event is KO Sami versus Vin and Damian. That can't be happening again.
Oh, no.
That's amazing.
Top of the hour, maybe that's where you do that. You don't do that.
I don't want it at all. I feel like we beat that horse to death.
Revived it and then brought it back to death.
Right? Speaking of hoof-hearted, that horse is dead.
Right.
What's up, Victor?
Michael, calm down, my guy.
Goodbye, Michael.
Yeah.
Farewell. So long. Thank you for being here today. Anyway, back to the fun stuff.
Right. Back to coherent topics. If you want to call them coherent, it's debatable sometimes. Sup, KJ and Nick? No, Nick. I mean, if we do Cena and LA Knight versus Miz and Grayson, it can be like Awesome Truth. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying there. I see.
Okay.
Mea culpa.
Interesting. VHS back in the house. Nakamura said his pork.
He said, "What you want? I'm ordering out." He said, "Stop wearing your wife's clothes." That's what he said. 4-minute major for being annoying. Yes, you got to sit in the penalty box sometimes here. I think JV even knows quite well at times sitting in the penalty box.
Oh, no, that's not a penalty. I'll be straight up with everybody. That's a goodbye. I don't have time for that. They'll just come back in 5 minutes and be a dick. So, bye-bye.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, we're not playing.
Drew.
Fucking up.
That's a technical foul.
Flag on the field.
Right.
No.
Nick and KJ, can you imagine if TK buy the right to drop the bombshell song if Dudley came to AW? That would be great. Yeah, he probably would, honestly. Get up, drop the bombshell. Yeah.
Who would he have to buy that off of, though?
Powerman 5000.
Is it Powerman? Yeah, okay. I wonder, I'm just curious if they own the rights to it.
It would be that or the record label.
But you're going to get they're going to do the bomb, right?
Oh, yeah. TNA is knocked out everywhere they've gone. It's not that hard to just with a bomb sound.
Now, the Dudleys are going to be on Impact 1000 reuniting. And again, it all depends. Like, people have these fantastical ideas of the booking, but at the end of the day, I mean, you look at, does Devon want to have 2, 3, 4, 5 more matches? Bubba's still doing it. But can Bubba do any more than kind of what he's doing on Impact? Is he going to be jumping off a ladder or doing anything crazy? So I know we kind of like the idea, but it's not.
I don't think they need to do anything crazy. No. Well, if you're saying if you get the triple threat there, everything, they're going to be doing crazy stuff and all of that. But
that's like trying to go like, Nick, if you and I picked our favorite sports teams from 1997 and they all got together to play a game. Like, I don't think, you know what I mean? Like, as fun as it would be, it's not going to be the same. Right? Let's go get the Stanley Cup finalists from fucking 1996.
Yeah, let's go get them 96 Bulls there and just see how well Jordan and Pippen and everybody's playing.
Yeah, right. Still pretty good. I mean, it's fun and nostalgia is nice, but it's not what we're getting and not what we want it to be.
Right. Thomas says, us UK fans know how to make noise in wrestling shows. That event is going to be loud. That's one thing I'm excited for.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, outstanding. I love when they go to the UK. So you're not wrong at all. And they're going to be singing. They're going to be dancing. They're going to be losing their mind.
And still give me
You might
my
take the
Grado.
shoes off. Sorry?
I was saying, give me my Grado. Tony, give me your pay for the Madonna song and give me Grado.
I'd like the Grado thing to be a surprise. I think that's one where if the music hit,
that is fair.
Unglued, right? Like you'd get a 90,000 pop hard if you weren't expecting it and you get that music. Ooh, let's go.
That stadium will come unglued the second. You hear that, and they're just going to come unglued because they're going to know what's going to be coming.
If that happens, I want to know how much that song costs for one night.
Oh my god!
Right? He's like, we're going to do this
final countdown. So one off, do it one time. Tony, you got more money than God.
Tony put Madonna on layaway. Pause. The song, people.
Well, followed by I Love Raw. I don't know if those are good things back to back there.
Welcome, Rocco. I concur. Anyway.
I like how he's got Gordon Ramsay saying it's Raw as his profile picture.
Yeah.
Rocco, you have become a personal highlight of the fucking chat. This with
right, there you go.
Pictures. It's fucking Raw.
This is how I should have opened the show. Now I'm disappointed.
Oh god. Hey, I do ODB, so I mean.
Right. Kevin and Sammy. Yeah, I'm still. Yeah, you do. Kevin and Sammy are kicking off Raw tonight. There you go.
It's so weird because I realized where you went with that, and I'm like, no, not Impact.
Right. Oh, Smile Mark in the house. If we haven't said hello to you yet, I know Clay's here. Jacob, we've already said hello to. Temple, welcome. You can go check out our friends over at Temple Plays. Travis is here. Alexander is here. Oh, lots of people. Keep it coming. Keep
Small
coming.
Mark, what up? So I'll go through some of these quickly here. I'm curious on how they advance the JD and Finn and Damian storyline tonight as well. Any thoughts? Do you think it's going to be Damian gets kicked out versus Finn? I think it's still Finn.
Yeah, I mean, I thought from the beginning that it was the swerve would be JD and Finn push Damian out and pull JD in. We'll see. I just think Finn, I don't know who plays better as a heel, but Damian's starting to get a little over as a babyface. You push him out, you could create a really good babyface in him. Then again, you do have a babyface champion. I don't know. I like this one because I don't know where it's going, but I'm leaning towards Damian.
Gets pushed out?
Yeah.
See, to me, it's the background player. Well, I want to say the background players, but Rhea and Dom to me play the more crucial part in this. I see them more siding with Damian on all of these situations, these tussles, these everythings. I don't see them really switching and kind of siding with Finn. I think Finn and JD work as almost their own little splinter faction or whatever. Maybe. That's where I go with that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't dispute that. It works for me as well. I'm curious to see how they. I mean, we've played with the dissension quite a bit. I think this is, we're getting to that point where you got to put a chunk into the story now. Like, are we going to turn the page and start moving the needle a bit on it?
Right. Alexis, please no Grado. No, all the Grado. Is that just because you're worried he's going to take your swamp?
Right. I mean,
sorry.
I think that's the one place I would tolerate Jeff Jarrett. That's how you get Jeff Jarrett on the card. Is Jarrett comes out and cuts a heel promo on the crowd, and he's being Jarrett, and because he can do it well, and then Grado's music hits, and the place comes unglued. Grado comes out, hits 2 moves, and we go home. Yes,
absolutely. Chef's kiss. Granted, I still wouldn't mind a match, but I'd be fine as Grado goes over. I get the surprise pop. Right. Chef's kiss. There.
I'm okay with that. And
Alexander says, "Don't mass with Cody. Don't go to church with Cody." I guess is what he's trying to say.
I'm getting the start of the program. I got Zen on my screen, Nick. When you catch that, let me know.
Fair enough. I've got the end of Chicago Fire here. Christopher Douglas. Did I see the Damian Heater comment? No, I did not, sir. So you might have to drop that. Or we do have the super chats, the super stickers, and all of the above as well.
Right. I always like when people are curious if we saw other people's comments.
Well, no,
It's
that's
very
fair
courteous.
question.
It's very
You get
kind.
enough of them, it gets hard.
Right.
You miss some. We
That's
warn
very
you ahead
true.
of time, folks. That's why we
You
give
got
you the
then?
options.
You got then, now what?
I got together. Sorry.
You suck.
Together.
You got
I was
together.
talking.
Yeah.
Buzzing with Marlo podcast. What up, my guys? Shout out. It's a big bill. It's a big build for Survivor Series. Oh, for Judgment Day? Well, I've got them starting off with the video package right now.
Yeah, now I got it.
Last week. Small mark. Honestly, don't see a Damian successful cash in. On Seth, I could see it. On Seth or for that belt, I could.
Well, but I really like the idea. Like, I really do. Of Damian doing it and surprising us and really putting Damian on the map. I think Damian's had a really solid 2023. I think he's been really good.
I know it's such a cliche thing to say, but he deserves it. I think he's earned it. I think he's proven with having matches with Bad Bunny and really helping that get over and making that such a big thing. I think he's at least earned a spot, a bit of a run with the title.
Yeah, why not?
If you're going to have to, use it to establish some new people.
Right. Interesting comment here. Subculture is wrestling at Rev Pro. Will they be the mystery tag partners for Blackpool Combat Club and All In? Also, your Impact Tag Champions. I hope not. No offense to Subculture. Great for the British crowd to pop. I think for the North American crowd, it's not. We'll be like, oh, cool. And I don't know if they fit very well.
Well, didn't we kind of run with somebody speculating that Nigel could be involved in that match, which is really insane.
I still think Daniel Bryan might surprise us as the last. Everybody's kind of out there, but I'm just trying to do math, and usually it's like 6 to 8 weeks on a break. I don't know how extensive his was. Maybe that's the surprise. His music hits, the place goes nuts, especially if they do it like last time. Bring back actually pay for Final Count. This would be the most expensive show ever, just on music alone.
Right.
We net profited $47.
Well, right. At the end of the day, Tony Khan made a hot dog and a sandwich.
But he had fun.
Right. J-Boy, what up? Rocco. So JD joins JD at HD. Let's go. What?
Cha-ching. Let's do it.
Larry, you're here. What? Cody's bass. What? Yes, it's time for Monday Night Raw. Jack, what up? Bash, what up? Everybody, goddamn. Stop for 2 seconds to read a comment. And 10 people comment underneath.
It's awesome.
Steve G. I love it. Trust me. I'm not. It's a good inconvenience to have.
It's funny when it moves on you. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, you could just all of a sudden you move and you think it's only been like 2 and it's like 20.
Are you still getting the video package, by the way?
Yeah. Oh yeah, very long video.
It's package. A long ass video package.
Yeah, in case you missed all of the ending of Raw, if you missed all of Monday Night Raw last week, here's everything you need to know.
Fuck. All of it. Like, I mean, it's almost 3.5 minutes. Let's go.
Seriously, I'm now getting the punching robot and everything, and we are in your neck of the woods up there. We're in Quebec City.
Yes, we are.
Terrence, Dame is really massing up a lot. Who, Dame Lillard? Who are you talking about? As I'm getting Sami Zayn coming.
Sami coming out to the ring for sure. So there's your event.
You said your own words, sir. He who starts the show will end the show.
Yeah, here's your main event. We'll just figure out what combination as the crowd loses its mind.
Well, it's in Quebec. I mean, honestly, we should have taken that into a factor here. Quebec City and Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, your main event. Baby faces go over in their hometown. Well, not hometown, but home province.
And they practiced on Friday for it. So let's go.
We're talking about practice, not a game. Not a game. We're talking about practice.
That's funny. He's massing up a lot. Fightful Select has reported Nick Aldis supposed to make his WWE debut. Interesting. Go get Cody. Go get him.
Oh my God! Could you imagine that? Or what if he goes after my buddy Drew McIntyre?
That would also work. But what if it's him and Drew?
Even better. Even better.
Even better. The United Kingdom. Give us Sheamus. Let's go.
Well, maybe instead of wearing a kilt, maybe we get Drew in a suit. We get the Celtic Warrior in a suit. I know Luna would hate it instantly because it's a suit.
Right.
She hates Cody. She hates Nick Aldis. She hates suits and wrestling.
There you go. Yeah, no, none of it. None of it. It's not working for her at all. What's up, Steve G? How you doing? We got a clear picture who will be winning the AEW tag titles after Cash Wheeler's fiasco. That cannot be confirmed or denied. Truthfully, Nick.
Just strongly alleged.
Yeah. And I mean, I felt like the only way this match got booked if the Bucks were going to go over. And that was the selling. Like, listen, we know you don't like them. We know that the fans like them better. We're really sorry. But if you wrestle them, we'll let you go over, and then people will say you're better than them.
I still think maybe the Bucks, I'm hoping got the fingers crossed that maybe the Bucks initially did it on hoping that they would, see, we did the really big babyface. No one expected we do this. We only took the match and we went under for him.
I'd be surprised
if they now did it after this. Oh boy, that's a big move.
And again, we still don't know the story, so it might not have had anything to change for their plans, because Wheeler could have sat down with Tony and said, listen, I was fucking driving down the road and this guy fucking cut me off. We got screaming. He was being belligerent. I pulled out my piece.
We still don't even know what happened.
Right? Like, that's what I mean. You don't know. So nothing, no change may be the course.
Right. Oop, TJ, what up? AB, what up, Wrasslin fam?
You're just, down, eh? You're like,
well, I'm seeing new names pop in, so I'm clicking on them.
Right.
Richard, Nick Aldis is backstage as producer. He isn't supposed to wrestle, but I hope he does.
Listen to this crowd.
Well, he even sat there and had the Quebec flag on him, on his shoulders and everything like that.
Uh-huh.
Drew in a suit, cat in a hat. What? Drew, Aldis, Gunther. Ooh. There's another aspect. There's another person that you could be involved in there, though.
Now that's just being. Is that not being greedy? Is that not being a little greedy? That's a lot. Cash Wheeler got a slap on the wrist, FTR to retain at Wembley. There you go, Temple going the other way.
I was just saying, Temple, I did read your other comment and I appreciate it and respect it, but yeah, just maybe chill out sometimes when you're messaging people. I was gonna say, I'll pull it up then. Oh no, that was the wrong one. Wrestling for Life, I want to apologize to your co-host. Don't take anything I say too serious. You're a good dude. Your streams make my night. Keep it up, lads. I'll be going to Wembley.
Kind of a compliment?
Yeah, he just got a little sideways in my DMs. That's all.
Oh, okay. No, right on. We love having you here, so keep the gloves above the waist.
Bizarro World. Yes, it's Bizarro World in Canada.
It's still going. It's still going, dude. He's milking.
He's literally sitting there doing this if he's checking his watch.
Yeah, like he's like, are you sure it couldn't have the title?
It's 4+. Well, yeah, it's been 4 or 5 minutes almost straight of just cheering for Sami Zayn. The man hasn't spoken a word. He came out and it's been nothing but cheering.
It's one of the biggest ovations of the year. Like, it's still going.
The man's out of breath from celebrating getting cheered so much.
LA Knight needs to get Bray. No.
Terrence says Canada's favorite son has come home. Bret Hart?
Bret Hart? He never left.
True.
You gotta say something.
It's still going. He literally stopped for half a second to catch his breath and laugh a bit, and they started right back up.
Yeah.
They caught their breath just right along with them.
Holy shit.
Bro, there's not at this point you can't not have them in the main event.
This is where you send out Dom Mysterio like right now, mid-cheer. He doesn't even get a word in.
Oh my god.
Cut it in half.
I'm waiting for it.
Cut it in half.
Give me all the heel heat. Just 100%.
Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber.
Right.
Oh, he's going to cut the promo in French Canadian. Oh, I thought he was. I was going to get Tabernacle.
Right? Great. We both won't understand him.
Right.
There it is.
I don't know what that word means.
There it is. Listen, we give AEW shit for starting their shows with the same people a lot. The WWE, and especially Mondays, a lot. It's like 8 in a row.
Oh. Ask and you shall receive.
No, see, if I was doing this, man, I would have had Dom with a mic before he even got through the gate talking, cutting him off, just to turn the crowd quick.
You would
Instead of
have,
having this.
yeah. You'd have people throwing stuff. It would turn into a Bruins, Canadians game right there of just people throwing stuff.
Yeah. Mid fucking when all the crowd was losing their mind, you look at your clock and you're going, okay, this is going a bit long. Send Dom out right in the middle of it and have them switch the other way.
Right in the middle of ole, you get Dom. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh. Sami surrounded. Now remember, a lot of fans don't know that KO is good. So
yeah, unless you're smart marks and pay attention to dark matches and so on and so forth.
I don't know what he just said, but the crowd loved it. See money, what's up? Hi there, some love. Welcome back. Returning wrestlers can win matches and can still be champion. Yes. Might need some context on that one.
I was going to say, I'm lost on the question. It's like Maurice the Rocket Richard returned to the Habs.
There he is. I'm not alone. Yo, I want that t-shirt.
Oh,
did you see Sammy's t-shirt?
Sammy's?
Fight together.
I'm just getting KO right now coming out. Oh, fight together. Yeah, I'm just getting KO walking out right now. I like this. Canada's favorite uncle, William Shatner.
It's true. Hilarious.
Chris, what up? Keyshaw, Judgment Day runs Raw. A little bit actually.
Stunner!
Look who spoiled that party, the Judgment Day, motherfucker. Oh. Bobby, what up? Oh, Finn getting thrown around. Sami getting, pops on a choke slam. Now I got the stunner.
There you go. Okay. You got the stunner and the hug?
Wait on the hug. Now I got the hug.
Okay.
I got the bromance. I got bromance.
Bromance. Yeah, no, the crowd is alive. KO is back off his little stint on the IR. He has returned. And here goes our main event, folks. Sami, KO, Damian, Dom, or Damian Finn.
Hey, whoever said that earlier, props to you because you fucking managed to call that one.
Well, apparently it was SRS. So,
either way,
they were reporting, I think. But if not,
thank you for letting us know then.
Right, we appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, but it will be Damian and Finn teaming up, which is interesting because they could have some issues.
Dissension.
Because Rhea and Dom are teaming up tomorrow on Heatwave.
Yes.
I even look, the fight together fucking t-shirt is dope.
Well, is that because you just see that's us? That's what you see? You're like, hey, it's us.
I got to jack that. Anybody want to turn me and Nick into cartoons?
Pause. He's not advocating taking enough vitamins that we look like cartoons on the street. Right. Trust me.
However, I highly recommend it.
I mean, do what you got to do, Dudley Roo, right? I like KO's kind of new gimmick of just, I have an idiot problem of I just get annoyed really fucking fast. I'm just sick of this bullshit.
It's been far too long since I had a match.
Yeah, notice Sami doesn't have a softball for an elbow anymore.
Right. Love KO. AB, good to see ya. Appreciate the KO love. How many dirt sheets said KO was done? A few.
Right. How many people were thinking he was going to go to it? What?
He went to French right at the end, and the best part was the crowd goes nuts, and they zoom in on Damian just going, "What did you say?"
Oh, that's so great. You cut to the guy who speaks Spanish, the other guy who speaks another language, and he's just like, "What?"
I think he said something akin to, "We're going to kick your ass," but I can't.
I didn't get my tabernacle. I got French Canadian in a promo and didn't get my tabernacle.
Pause.
Yeah, it's the only word I know in that language, and I still don't fully know what it means.
Right.
Kevin, what up? Larry, what up? J-Boy, next week, Roman. No, next week, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
This week, Jimmy. This week, Jimmy. Not
next week, Jay. The week after. Oh, no. The next week, Roman. The week after, Jay.
Solo, Camarato.
Speaking of that, what did you think of the rumors that it would be Solo that takes out Rey Mysterio for the IC title?
US?
Yeah, US. Sorry, mid-card.
Why?
Saying that if he was to eventually, if Rey held onto this belt and Solo was the one to swoop in, that it would really kind of be a big feather in his hat, plus make him the US champion.
We're getting this one now. We're not going to do the Escobar thing 100%. It'd be a terrible idea to do it, but if we're going to let Rey hold it that long, which then validates me hating Rey winning it in the first place, by the way.
Maybe a little.
Then if Solo takes it and we get Roman with his belt and Solo with a belt, I'm fine with that. You can make it work, but you got to really stretch. You got to just completely ignore the LWO.
Yeah, that's my problem, unless you move past it. But in my estimation, I don't see him moving past it. So I'll be
right.
It'd be interesting if he made it that far.
So we're, by the way, 15 minutes into Monday Night Raw, and we're getting the first commercial break. Where's Curtis with the commercial break counter?
Right.
But we're already going from setting up the main event, like you said, he who starts the show off must end it. And now we're going right into the New Day versus Shrek and Donkey, Drew and Riddle.
Right. And we're going to kick this off with a big tag match. A lot of emphasis on tag match tonight, starting and ending. So I'll give him some credit for that. But I mean, it makes sense to have Sami KO main event in Quebec. Why not? And I'm a little like, okay about it. I'm like, we've seen it, had a lot of this. I feel like maybe the injury kind of makes it feel a little also like, do we got to do it?
It's a little bit of a comeback. I completely forgot that it was in Quebec City. The crowd alone, I think, is going to make this 10 times better.
Oh, yeah.
The crowd is going to really make this have a new match feel.
Right. I know it's beating a dead horse, but man, these cities outside of the U.S. have the biggest pops. James and Casey.
Step it up, America. We're getting beat out in crowd chants by all these other countries out here. We want to say we're the best country. Fucking step it up.
I listen. I've made that plea to the American audience because the majority of these shows land in the U.S. of A, and I think sometimes the crowds just are like, we've been here before. Can I have another hot dog? And they're not really into what's
think about it. If you're in Chicago, you get, at this point, 2 pay-per-views a month.
So, yeah. But I think that, if you set it up right, and they've done a really good job of putting, we go to Puerto Rico, we set up the Puerto Rican stars. We go to Canada, we set up the Canadians. Like, they've been very smart about that as well.
Remember, they had that whole tour. It was a big record for WWE, even to where they had almost most of their first half of 2023 were pay-per-views outside of the country.
Yeah, we just came off that run. Like, it's crazy. And it's been good because it's such a different vibe when the crowd are losing their mind. It's so much more fun.
I was literally just thinking and replaying the Bad Bunny pop in my head at Backlash, and it already started to get goose pimples and everything like that. Just the dun 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 dun, and instantly the crowd loses their mind. Yeah,
no, it was good, man. And so we'll see as it goes. Now, of course, the big news is John Cena is going to India and will be a part of the Super Show.
Super Show.
I think that's what they're calling this one, right?
Something like that. Alexis just out here with one. Is that because we are the ones?
John Cena versus Jinder Mahal.
Oh, what the fuck? He's a manager at this point, ain't he? Because of Indusher.
Right. Well,
match here or there, but.
And then you give John Cena the Alpha Academy.
America. Fuck yeah.
I had you for 2 seconds.
Again, to win the motherfucking showdown. America.
Right. I think Gable could be the one to beat Gunther. I do too. It won't be tonight.
I was about to say it could happen, just not tonight.
Not tonight. We're real close. We got a couple weeks to get through, and then they're not gonna take this belt off Gunther before Honky Tonk gets beat on the record book. So they're close. They're getting there, but not yet.
Right. Ronnie, what up? Hola, everyone. Larry out here. Who's Lamp? What? I love Lamp.
I love Lamp.
Brick killed a man. Where'd you get a trident?
Where did you get a trident?
AB says KJ and Nick, Toronto, Ontario, Canada should host another WrestleMania.
I agree.
For the sake of us being on stream, I would say no, because I know you'll be there. If not, I'll probably try and find my way to make myself there.
Right.
Well. Luna will be there. I'll be here for 14 hours losing my goddamn mind as the only U.S. citizen.
I'm gonna go fucking GoPro it, bro. Here comes Riddle.
Oh, who was it that was asking who's Shrek and who's Donkey here? Well,
Drew and
Ronan. For us, it's your interpretation, I guess. I think I've already declared myself Donkey. But
I thought we were talking about the tag team.
It's Riddle and Shrek. Clearly, Drew, the Scotsman, has to be the Shrek.
Donkey.
He's just an ass.
He's just an ass. Yeah, I think Riddle's clearly the donkey in that one. No, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit. What did Steve say? Because, well, Steve, that's good to hear in your family? ? Y'all having your own conversations. I hate to interrupt y'all.
Right. Got New Day for the win. I got New Day for the win. Maxine screws Gable. Maybe not yet. Pause.
No. You take the high road and I'll take the low road. And I'm going to get to the joke before you.
No kidding. And I'll
moving on.
But, Ludwig's been flirting with Maxine. Could Maxine turn on Alpha Academy?
She's just the Lana sleeper cell.
Yeah.
I was a secret agent, supermodel spy. Fucking Charlie's Angel, Maxine Angel.
The only reason why I don't think it works totally yet, because they're giving her some like this in-ring stuff, but it's more comical in-ring, right? Like she's getting in the ring, and as a baby face, she can be clunky and not know any better. As a heel, it's a little trickier.
Yeah, you gotta fucking be on your shit, unless you're gonna just be a mouthpiece.
Manager, valet,
yeah, valet. But so we're kicking off right now with the match. Give us your predictions, folks. If you haven't done so already, we've got Shrek and Donkey, Glass Bro, Matt Riddle and Drew McIntyre versus the New Day.
Right.
And I've got Riddle and Xavier Woods right now.
Right. KJ would sneak Big Nick. Fucking right, I would.
I'm going to just show up like how all the wrestlers do backstage and everything. Like I'm going to just walk in with like a hoodie and everything. Like getting all covered up.
Getting our press passes, whether we make them or buy them or get them given to us. We'll get there. Just walking through like Carson Wayne.
I was going to say, sir, this is a Tim Hortons receipt.
No, just picture us with the pass.
I'm just fucking
Wayne and Garth.
Wayne's World.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm literally. Have you seen?
But by the way, folks, the match is kicking off. If you had not made a prediction, what?
Rhea Ripley versus Candice LeRae announced tonight.
Oh, okay. That should be a fun squash.
Yep. Sorry.
No, that's good. Thank you for the update. But New Day, Kofi and Drew have kicked it off in a babyface mashup match. And we'll see where this one goes.
Who are you taking?
New Day. I think, oh my God. He just chucked that man.
Kofi went flying in all the wrong. Whoa, Xavier. This man almost ate the bottom rope.
We're getting a hug. Oh, no way. No way.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Wow. Belly to bro flow.
Oh, what the hell? I literally thought it was you getting it half a second before this. Like, I was waiting for the headbutt. What are you doing in my swamp? You don't fucking hug me. Headbutt.
So if you guys can't see the action, Drew just did a belly to belly up over the top rope into a floating bro as Riddle takes out the New Day. And we're back into a commercial break.
Yeah, we went almost 15 minutes without one, so now we're going to get one every fucking 5 minutes.
Right. New Day for the win. Why is there two babyface? Babyfaces, and, we can have a babyface versus babyface matchup. especially if we have something angling off it. We'll see. It's just a fun match.
Well, one's a newly formed team versus, I don't know, the New Day could come back with a little bit of an edge there and everything.
I mean, I just feel like we've seen the same thing from the New Day for so long. I'm over it. I'm over the all of it. I'm tired of it. Go heel, do something.
Fair enough. Driddle for the win. Why didn't they go with that one?
Driddle.
I thought the same thing. I made a little driddle, and one kicks you with clay. Steve G shouting out Bash. Kevin, what up? Chris, I just want Drew to get so mad after they lose. Just kick Riddle's head off for a future shock DDT as Drew heel finisher. I like Claymore, super impactful. It seems like it was something that instantly incapacitates you. You build it up, you can hype up to it.
Yeah, it's just crazy seeing a man that size get parallel to the ground, but 6 feet above it.
Well, and even then, when Sean was a heel, he could still hype up the Sweet Chin music, and it's almost one of those of it gets the heat.
It rubs it in, yeah,
right.
He would do the slower stomps, right, and then I know you hate it.
I mean, Roman still the whole time has done the ooh right before the spears.
So. Yeah. Ooh. Yo, did you see the picture going around of fucking where people said Rikishi shaved his head and face? Have you seen this?
No.
It's one of the Uncle Uces, and people were put it out there as if Rikishi had completely shaved his head and his face, and was like, everyone's like, oh look, Rikishi completely changed. It later comes out the obvious of no.
Not all Samoans look alike. By the way, Polo, Ryan, what up, my guys? Sup, guys? Should they start brewing up a recharged New Day Street Profits feud?
No.
You have to have Big E involved, and I don't want to push that.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get Big E. No. I mean, if we could, wonderful.
But you have a trio versus tag team.
Yeah, unless it's something different where it's just like, the Street Profits as heels, super babyface team, in New Day, and then Bobby Lashley's kind of like third off doing his own, like dealing with main event shit,
Yeah, not to mention, I mean, I know this just slipped all of our minds and it just popped into mind. They're technically on different shows.
Oh, no, that popped in my mind.
I was going to say, I know the draft doesn't matter, but yeah.
I was like, fuck, I don't even have to mention
yeah, literally.
If they want
Uncle Uzi versus Uncle Howdy.
Uncle Uzi versus Uncle Howdy. I like it. All right.
Glad I met when Riddler just posed, neck exposed. I was hoping for an RKO. Are you just trying to hit? Are you trying to spit some bars there, Larry? Is that what you're trying to do?
Larry's feeling that Monday vibe.
For us? Come on.
Right. I got the New Day in control, Nick, right now as they're going some tandem offense all over Riddle.
And that's the thing, though. Well, which, by the way, I do really like New Day's new gear. But you can play up that this is a team still figuring themselves out. They're baby faces, but yeah, they haven't really teamed together too much before versus the New Day's probably one of the most veteran teams on the roster at this point. So
right. Drew and Riddle were a tag team in Evolve and PWG, if you didn't know.
WWE doesn't count that.
Yeah, exactly. Fair enough.
I respect that, and I honestly didn't know that. Thank you for that. But WWE's not going to fucking acknowledge PWE and PWG and Evolve. No.
Oh, big splash. So it's funny that they're playing the hot tag to Drew out of everyone, like especially with a very.
He's the powerhouse. He's the heavy in this match. So he comes in and valid point with that, sir. Best fucking moment there, saying he's the big star.
Yeah. These are good tag teams, just too predictable. I don't disagree. What's up, Larry? Larry Mack back in the house.
There we go. We got Larry on Larry action. What?
It's gonna be bad. Did you see Payback poster Steve G? Oh, okay. Which one? The Monday
Is that the
Vitamin.
one? It's the one with just the Judgment Day, I believe.
Yes.
I would assume.
I still say we're getting Jimmy and Jay at Judgment Day. So, or at Payment at Judgment Day. There we go.
You
at
didn't say a single word of that right.
Payback. It was like I had to roll to it.
Yeah, I had to roll through it. I think you've been rolling too many things.
Yeah, no kidding. Injured Terrence is in the house. Steve G. WWE owes Evolve.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that too.
No, yeah, it's been ongoing. Didn't WWE buy Evolve? There you go. What?
I was gonna say, now I'm gonna be like, when was the last Evolve show? And they're gonna be like, yesterday, asshole. I'm a bad wrestling nerd, okay? Bad nerd.
We're busy, but we got both men up on the top rope. Wow.
that works so well. Superplex, because your voice kind of halfway T-pained a little bit right there, right on the top rope. And I was like, oh, my man's hitting notes.
Going up, coming down. Big one.
I hate your name, but this is so funny. If Bray Wyatt doesn't return, we will Wyatt. You wascally wabbit, we will Wyatt.
We will Wyatt.
Evolve streams on the WWE. See, fine. I'm a bad wrestling nerd, okay?
We don't have time to watch Evolve.
Bad.
We don't have time, Nick.
I try to do so much. We try to cover everything. There's just too much wrestling.
Wait, what? The Viking Raiders, was that wait, what?
What?
Drew's gone, and I think it's the Vikings that did it. Trouble in Paradise, it's going to be over.
Oh.
Wow, New Day wing. Where's Drew? Yeah, the Viking Raiders shagged up Drew.
Pause.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Viking Raiders jumped the New Day.
Now they're just jumping the New Day.
Yeah.
Soiled it.
That's what
had a good match, and you fucked it up.
Oh. Interesting. Are Eric and Ibar going to win a match? Oh, no.
You think this is interesting?
Headbutt. I'm intrigued.
Brasco, Chris.
Ivar. No, never mind.
Saying,
never mind.
Taking your... No, Spymuster.
Yeah.
So we did all of this just now. Drew has his big, work from underneath moment and get a bit of a big pop.
So the Viking Raiders almost looked the badass for a second, and then kind of not.
And Drew doesn't have to get involved with the New Day, so we can still run that match back because we didn't get a clean finish the first time because we don't have any other creative plans. So,
but they also jumped the New Day as well. So the New Day is going to be mad at the Vikings, but the Vikings got the worst of the exchange with Drew. Interesting.
Bad. Not interesting. Bad. Shout out to Kofi with the Nike kicks, though, by the way.
Right? No, and actually, as much as I said it was payment, I think AEW is on that front right now of the next show payment, next show payment, next show.
New Day rocks. New Day rocks. Larry, no one hates Hoots except for Luna.
It's true.
Right. We will get another Becky versus Zoe rematch before Payback. Could happen.
Could happen. We don't, again, been there, done that. Let's move on. Let's just wait for the...
I was just saying we've got the full Canadian spectrum here now. We've got Jackie Redmond backstage right now.
Yes, we do.
Oh, see, and we've got Finn and JD alone together.
Uh-huh.
Separate from Judgment Day.
Uh-huh.
Spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Mm-hmm. But I like the idea that this is going to lead to some type of War Games bullshit with all of them before they break apart.
It could happen. It could happen. There could still be the potential to where, JD ends up being, the Anakin Skywalker to Finn's Obi-Wan Kenobi and just turns on him heel here. Oh,
this is interesting because it's going to be JD and Finn, I think.
Monday Night Mommy. I need that fucking shirt, by the way.
Monday Night Mommy.
Bro. Chef's kiss on that, on whoever designed that shirt and that outfit. Chef's kiss. But yeah, they have to have a discussion as to who is going to be facing Sami and KO. They need to decide.
There's only so many options.
There's only 3 dudes. I mean,
and one of them
going to get an intergender match.
Right, maybe. Confuse everybody. 0-1. Viking Raiders only win on Leif Erikson Day. Hinga dinga doy.
Say, who's gonna say it first?
I just waited. I was like, shit. 1-0 now. Riddle's taking a lot of pins lately. Yeah, it's punishment for fucking things up.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think so. A little bit.
Well, I was getting distracted because, by the way, we will be back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow night for NXT Heat Wave.
True.
And in the summer on a hot note, pause. But it's a pretty stacked card. I mean, we've got Trick versus Ilya. We've got Mommy and Dom versus Dragon Lee and Lyra Valkyria. So
Bird Lady.
Right, and I believe is Carmelo on the card as well.
Trick and Ilya is a good one. I can't wait for. We also got the what do we have in? Dude, completely blanked. It's on the thumbnail.
No, you're fine. I'll actually pull it up real quick here.
I'll pull this up. Make it interesting. Sami KO versus Priest and McDonough. That'd be interesting. Like a tryout.
All right. Come to the tryout.
What's on the thumbnail?
I got you.
I'm excited for NXT.
Nathan Frazier versus Noam Dar. With Metaphor in a British Rounds rules match to determine the undisputed NXT Heritage Cup champion.
Even though we already have one of those.
Don't try and apply logic here. We have a group named Metaphor, and we had a Weekend of Bernie segment involving the Heritage Cup.
Fair enough.
We've got Ivy Nile versus Ava Rain.
Very interesting.
Schism. So so we've got Ivy Nile versus Ava. So Ava's second match in WWE is tomorrow night.
Right.
We've got Von Wagner versus Baron Corbin in a battle of who's the blandest.
This is gonna be a good match.
Right. And then we've got Judgment Day, which is Rhea and Dom versus Lyra and Dragon Lee. I still think Judgment Day wins that. We've got Ilya versus Trick. Trick wins.
I'm actually going to go against you tomorrow on that. Yeah,
that's fine. I as soon as I said that, I was like, well, no, he could lose, but as long as he still looks like he could have won, still a win. And then we've got Carmelo Hayes defending the NXT Championship versus Wesley. See, I thought Carmelo.
That's the big one.
Yeah,
we forgot about Wesley jumping on the table.
Well, because I'm still holding out hope for the Dijackinator. Yeah. Just give it to me. Somehow do it.
Wesley and Mello. There you go. So what was the point of this match? AB, wonderful question. We do not know.
To set up a future match.
Future endeavored.
Oh, no.
Carmelo versus Zach.
Some of them have already been future endeavored. Let's not do that again.
Shit. Riddle has a lot of faith has lost, I think, a lot of faith to backstage producers. He will be eating pins for a while. Yeah, I do think that we've seen this in the past. If you are part of something that is going really well or something the WWE has you planned for and your behavior kind of causes that to change, that, you have some penance to make.
Well, it's one of those, it's a little bit easier and you can get a little bit more forgiveness as I'm getting a Shayna Baszler video.
A really cool one.
You can get a little bit more forgiveness if it's a situation that's out of your control, but when it's self-inflicted wounds, then you've got you've got a mea culpa.
Yeah. And they'd rather have you come out once a week, get your pop, take your pin, than put you in something that they, give a shit about, and then you're on fucking TMZ again. So we hope the best for them. I'm not judging, but that's their concern.
It's very much like you even halfway saw them do with guys like RVD. I mean, if you're going to go as close of a comparison as you can get, I think that's
fair
really
enough.
it. They're extremely talented. Matt Riddle is incredibly talented, but
This package is excellent, dude.
It reminds me of there was an old like PlayStation or so football game.
Is it
Had like
hits
Will
or
Taylor and everything like that.
Blitz?
Like it wasn't an NFL game, but it was a football game. Yeah, and they would actually have like the X-rays of like to where you
hit the guy.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh my god, I had that. It was greatest fucking football game ever.
I'm trying to think. Was it NFL Blitz?
No. Blitz is the NFL equivalent of he's on fire from downtown.
Okay. Fuck,
yeah. Oh, I can picture it in my head. Blitz the League. That's what it was. That's why we kept thinking Blitz. It's Blitz the League.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, that game was dope. Same. I want the Dijackinator to become NXT champ. There you go.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, well, Tony's out here saying, yeah, you can do it. And I'll let you know you can do it. You can take your pause. Yeah, you can do it. I'm a big boy. Yeah, you can do it.
Thank you, Arnie.
Yeah. But what else you can do, folks? You can be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. You can check out the merch store. You can check out the TikToks. We got the Twitters. We got the Instagrams. We got the memberships, which we're still going to be adding to that as well. We've got the super chats, the super stickers. If you want to leave a comment, make sure we get to it. If you want to just help support the channel, everything goes 100% back into helping us keep getting bigger and better. And we 100% appreciate it. As I'm getting video package from the Ring General. I feel like I need to keep going back into the Arnold here, but Chad Gable thinks that time is my enemy. Gunther has really kind of come into his own here lately, and I think it was KJ. I can't remember what stream we're on where he said it, but when Gunther loses the IC belt, his next target is the World Championship, and I very much could see him having it. It's now the circle's starting to close as far as challengers for Seth Rollins. We've got where Drew could maybe make a way there. I know Cody said he doesn't want to, but I could see him making a pathway there. Gunther, if he drops the IC title, he's 100% making a pathway there. Maybe if we get a Nick Aldis showing up, or anything like that. There's a lot of people. Damian Priest still got the Money in the Bank briefcase. There's a lot of people going around that you could see as valid and honest champion or challengers for the world titles. We're getting Alpha Academy backstage right now. I'm so surprised, honestly, of how much we have spun the maximum male models that almost sunk LA Knight, by the way, which everybody that's, a big fan of let me talk to you. That was almost lost to the maximum male models in Max Dupree. And then we managed to spin that into the maximum male models with Maxine Dupree, and LA Knight became LA Knight. And that's now still spun into Alpha Academy and has still managed to get fucking momentum and everything. We're already out of the gate coming out firing with Monday Night Raw, as we've got Chad Gable versus Gunther kicking it off right now. Does this carry over past the top of the hour? Because I've got Chad Gable coming out right now, as they had the little promo right at Gorilla there of thank you. Oh, we're gonna go to commercial, and I literally paused for 10 seconds reading a fucking comment, and 20,000 people commented. I apologize. The Fiend, yowie wowie. Small Mark saying NFL Street. No, it was Blitz the League. I think we figured it out here. I remember that so much because they had Blitz the League and they had Blitz League 2. They're giving her a Mortal Kombat video package. Yeah, 100%. That was all you were missing was the fatality. Finish him. That's without all that needed there. Daniel, what up, my eye? As we're in a commercial break right now. So now Riddle has to eat sugar honey iced tea and enjoy it just like Triple H after the curtain call incident. That's a very valid example. Obviously, anyone that knows about that, if you're of a certain vintage or if you've done any bit of, look back through WWE, obviously he wasn't going to punish Shawn for that because he was a world champion. Nash and Hall were already out of the company, so Hunter had to eat a lot of fucking crow there. Shayna definitely in line for a push. Triple H wants to build her. But wouldn't Rhea be their top women's heel? Like, does she eventually collide with Rhea? I mean, that'd be a hell of a match. Don't get me wrong there. I think that's a hell of a match. That's your two most legit badass. And I say that respect with, like, Bianca's incredibly talented. But chicks that you would figure you'd see at, like, a metal concert that would knock your fucking teeth down your throat or anything like that. Between Rhea and Shayna, but they're both kind of a heelish, kind of babyfacious. Who works which angle with that? It'd be a hell of a match. Remember when Gunther was husky? We like to use he was in shape, round as a shape. Poor Maxine Dupree is not going to win this. Well, she's not in the match, so I don't know. She's very clearly not going to win it because she's not in the match. We've got Chad Gable versus Gunther. Did Gunther's eyes color change? No, we're not getting into the whole they're making him wear contacts and everything like they did for a little bit with Roman Reigns, where he all of a sudden had blue eyes. The Blitz games were awesome. Now, the side note, was the NFL Blitz series better or was NBA Jams better? Because to me, it was always NBA Jams of he's on fire, from downtown. Shoosh. Yes. All in is going to be fire. I'm really excited to see what they do. I know it's one of those at this point. It's been talked about. It's been speculated. It's been rumored. As you've heard anything and everything about it. Everybody's given every bit of hot take at this point that could be possibly given when it comes to this. So at this point, we're finally days away from it, in which we're going to be here live for it. So 100%, you need to be a friend, tell a friend, at least be here for that. But I'm just at this point, I just want to see what the fuck is going to happen. It's been built up enough at this point. It's their version of, I guess, their first WrestleMania. I know it's not a WrestleMania, but it's still their first version that's as close to that as they can get right now. And I just want to see what the hell happens. Just for all the amazing chants that we're going to get through the UK crowd, all the probably botches and head scratching spots we're going to get throughout the matches, everything. I'm just want to be here for it. And that's goes back to what I know we've talked about. And I think, like I said, I took the take from Bubba Dudley on Busted Open. No matter what, whether you're a diehard WWE fan, whether you're an AW fan, Christ, whether you're a halfway casual wrestling fan, I think you're going to tune into All In just to see what the fuck happens. It's the same reason why no matter whether you haven't watched wrestling in 10 years, you still tune into WrestleMania every year. As they're even talking about John Cena coming back for SmackDown and India's Superstar Spectacular in September. Too many S's. Bongers high and a thank you. There you go. Living the Gable gimmick. Nick, did you see the dirt sheets get Rikishi and his brother mixed up? I didn't. KJ said he did earlier. I'll have to probably look that up here when I take a pause here. The Fiend will return Sunday at Wembley. I highly doubt that because people forget that contracts are a thing. The Fiend at Wembley. Oh my God. If that happens, Twitter's going to burn down, or X at this point. Elon, you better have backup servers. You better, have everybody working a double shift that day because Twitter will lose their fucking mind. If that somehow, some way, hell freezes over and that happens. Nick, who do you want to see take the title from Seth and when? To go to a specific person is hard. I think there's a lot of, like I said earlier, there's a lot of pathways that you could get to it. It's all on just kind of which they choose because I think either way, there's a lot of viable contenders and it's really just which one they want to make credible first. That's the thing. There's not, to me, too many bad options. Well, there is bad options. I don't think they'll take any, hopefully. But we are getting, the lights down and the ring announcer right now in the ring announcing Chad Gable taking on Gunther for the IC title. So
speaking of lights down.
What?
Right.
You put the lights out in Georgia? What?
Yeah, that's it. Put them all out.
But If you haven't given us your prediction for who taking this match, be sure to do so already.
And I know what you're doing. I'm on to you.
I don't know.
No, I meant stream. Face blue,
I don't know.
smiling blue.
I'm lost.
Bash 8's got an upcoming birthday. I'm all lost as well, sir.
That's fine. Explain, the Finn. Explain, please.
Right.
Please.
Rocco switching his happy again. I support to Nick, but now I don't want to fear the beard. So here you go, KJ.
That's gonna be your next shirt. Is fear the beard.
Fear the beard. I get several beard-related T-shirts.
You gotta need to have the beard, and then just underneath it, we are live.
There you go. I heard Edge contract.
No, you need the beard, and then every night delight. Look at Dano.
There you go. I like it. I like it a lot, actually.
There you go. I want Davey Smith Jr. at Wembley. I want him. I want Zack Sabre Jr. I want all the juniors.
You want all the juniors?
All the Greatos. I want everything. Fucking Veruca Salt out here. Give it to me now.
Wow. A Veruca Salt reference.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Welcome. I like it. Gave you a like. Thank you, Ronnie. Everyone out there, we got almost 60 people hanging around right now. Make sure you do the same. We're here all week and weekend long. We're not going anywhere. We got so much wrestling to cover this week. So much to get into, including Brunch with the Boys, 11:30 a.m. Sunday.
I thought you were about to say it was Brunch with the Boys, 11. I was like, now this man's just adding streams.
Just added the Goldberg streak is what's happening with Brunch with the Boys.
Brunch with the Boys, 170-0.
But the match has kicked off. If you haven't made a prediction yet, get it in. Let us know who's leaving Raw as IC champion.
I was going to say, but how we are here all week and everything. I was going to say, you see this house behind me? I live here now. This is where I live. We live here.
We live here.
Oh, Cable just fucking.
Oh, nice leg scissors.
That's so fucking
Look
good.
At this.
This is, like I said, this is why he's Kurt Angle 2.0, because he's just sitting there and he's can literally just flop, just goes back to the full technical wrestling and just going circles around him.
Right. I wonder if that's really the Rampart sitting like in the 8th row there on the hard cam. There's like a whole team of jerseys, and it's a junior team here, the Quebec junior team, and they're all wearing the same jersey. There's like 6 of them in red jerseys when they go back to the hard cam. I wonder if it's actually them.
Fair enough. I was waiting for it to be like the Calgary Hitmen or something.
Also a junior team?
Mm-hmm.
Out west? Yeah. Maybe in Calgary.
Well, I was going to say, I feel like I have to, as we cut to commercial after a big chop. That's a weird spot to go to a commercial on. But I guess I'll have to officially announce for the 2023 NHL season or 2024 NHL season, I'm a Calgary Flames fan because of their GM, Craig Conroy.
Oh, you like Craigie, eh?
He's from my hometown.
Local.
He's from my hometown, and he played
he
for my hometown university. So
there you go, buddy.
He almost brought the cup home to my hometown. So
well, everybody knows who I'm cheering for, but
just a little bit.
Shit. Greg's got some work to do. He's doing well though. I like him. I like him a lot. He's a great personality. He was good on TV.
I actually have a hockey stick that he signed and everything. But he was playing for the Blues actually still.
Yeah, right on. I honestly see Gable losing again. I do too. Gunther has to win at Payback to end to have the record. Maybe save the rematch for Fastlane. Yeah, I could see something like that definitely transpiring.
But even is Fastlane before the record's up?
I don't. It should be. I think if he wins at Payback, I mean, it's close, man. It's like 19 days. So
well, I was gonna say, but if he loses 2 times in a row, what do you do to warrant a third match?
That's the trick. You'll have to get out of the neck like this one and the next one. That's the tough part of how it kind of lines.
You got to have like a tournament or a qualifier.
He might actually win it on a Raw as the 3rd attempt.
Oh, I don't know if I like that, but I get what you're saying.
What's up, Jordan? They might do Cena versus Waller at the India event. Makes sense. Remember the SummerSlam. Yeah, but been there, done that.
Right. We're just gonna start rehashing shit. Are we gonna get a Great Khali spot? Are we gonna get a Jinder Mahal spot over there?
The people were talking about the Great Khali going to be involved.
A Punjabi prison match? Oh my god.
Yeah, let's do it, right?
Who would you put in a Punjabi prison match right now?
Nobody. Don't do it. I was kidding.
Survey says that is the correct answer.
Can Raw be good tonight? So far, so good. Decent. Especially with this match right now. Don't sleep on it.
The first hour, I think, has been great.
It's gone fast, so yes.
Well, and any show can be good. It's a matter of will it be good? That's a different question.
And, I mean, so far, so good. That huge pop to open the show was nice. Yeah, we get the Judgment Day. Yeah, we've been down this road, but they were rivals. I think KO's injury kind of makes this, like, the back and forth between KO, Sami, and the Judgment Day feel a little extended. So I don't know how invested people are, but I mean, at the end of the day, I think there's an opportunity I think maybe there might be something there, but we'll see, because we're building that dissension. And yes, you can, sir.
Oh, okay.
This has real 5-star potential. I completely agree. Yeah. Speaking of 5-star potential, Nick's going to take a pause for the cause as we're coming back out of commercial break, folks. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit the subscribe. I have no idea what that was. But we are rolling along here. And again, yes, you're absolutely right as far as this match having 5-star potential. I like it. I like what they've done. And again, if you have somebody like Gable get into a match and do well and perform well, you should reward him with, more opportunities, because if the crowd's behind him, if he's getting over, then why would you hold him back? Right? Even if Gunther continues to beat him up, it makes a good story. Oh. So right now, Gunther in control. Gable out by the announce table as Gunther waiting out the clock. Gable for the win. Richard, bold choice. Gunther for the win. Gunther is using Ric Flair's chops. Yeah, if Ric Flair used the wing of an airplane to chop, it's not just Ric Flair chops, but they definitely make you go, woo. Wow. The double hook. And we got a 2. Why Punk wasn't on Collision? I don't think he's going to be on every single Collision. And somebody out there, if you're a fact checker for us, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think, is it this week's Collision is taped? They're going to do it on Wednesday. And if I'm incorrect, let me know. But I thought I saw something that Saturday night show was going to be pre-recorded going into All In, which would make sense, right? Like, FTR is not going to be on Collision in Ohio and then be out in England the next night or the next morning. 20 more days. Yeah, I think it's 19, 18 maybe. Who should be the one to defeat Gunther? Listen, I'm okay with it being Chad Gable. I really am. I love what he's done. I like what he's doing. It's just they're going to break that record, guys. Punk was there. He was that's right. He opened the show. Thank you. And we talked about the shout out to Edge using the masked man gimmick, the Conquistador. But what was the other one I saw? It was mimicking somebody else as well. As Gable kicking Gunther in the head, fighting him off from the corner, trying to slap him, but there we go. Yeah, the armbar over the rope. The ref has to break it up. Gunther for the win. My apologies for being late. Curtis, no need to apologize. The only thing we missed was letting us know how many commercials we've had so far. Finishing up dinner chores here at the shelter. But hope you're doing well, sir. Glad you had some dinner. And thank you for being here. No need to apologize. That might have been the loudest chop. They're brutal, Keyshawn. The guy's got huge hands as he folds Chad Gable with a couple clotheslines. Wow. And perfect. Just absolutely laying a beating on Chad Gable right now. I still think Sheamus beats Gunther. Interesting. Again, kind of different shows, but again, we know that doesn't matter a whole lot. Could we see a Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns down the road? We could. We absolutely could. Very interesting what they do. Again, if we're in the belief, wow, huge takedown by Gable into a backslide 2 count. Gunther chops the skin right off and locks him in the kachachame. That one's for you, Nick. Going for the choke. Gable squirming. Gunther's got the hooks in, though. The Honko meter is down to 17 days. Thank you, C Money. For Gunther to surpass the longest running IC champion in WWF history. He will not lose that belt. So once he hits 17 days from now, 18 days and on, any day is a day he could lose it. They're going to beat that record first. And just because he beats it doesn't mean he's going to drop it instantaneously. Are you guys surprised that Drew wasn't more of a rival for Gunther? Like, they had a cup of tea, didn't seem to go over well, and then now he's with Riddle and we've moved on? Because I honestly thought Drew was going to chase Gunther for a little bit. But huge suplex and both men down. Crowd pops. Steve, wait. When did that happen? I must have not seen it. The opening of the show, he jumped Samoa Joe, threw the knee in the corner, hit the go to sleep, took the mask off, said, "I accept, bitch," which means we're going to get Punk and Joe at All In to mixed opinion on that decision. Gable struggles to get another suplex. Gunther with a big knee. Back into the corner. Grabbing the leg. Ooh, dragon screw. Into an ankle lock. Big pop for Gable. The last thing you want to do is get into a chopping match with Gunther. No, thank you. No, thank you, Gunther. Breaker Carmelo to beat Gunther. Very interesting. Very interesting, Steve G. That means you'd have that belt for quite a while, I think. Very interesting. It'd be interesting if Braun could come up and do it. KJ, Sami and KO versus Judgment Day for the 14th time in 3 months. Are we struggling with star power and depth, or just having consistent, strong main event to keep people watching for 3 hours? A little of column A, a little of column B here, AB. I think, again, you have opportunities like this match right here could have been the main event. But to your point, they're big draws. KO and Sami in their home country. It makes sense. It lines up. They are kind of the top guys. But yeah, to your point, maybe a little too much. I mean, like you said right there, 14th time. Like, that's where you lose interest. Like, you kind of come up with some type of conclusion. Either the bad guys get over on the good guys get over on the bad guys, and then you generally move on to other rivals. I think it does show a lack of depth in the tag team division. If you want your tag team champions to be relevant, there's not many to go up against. What are we going to get? Sami, KO in the main event against the Viking Raiders, even though on paper that could be absolutely incredible, but based on the booking and the build, especially of the Viking Raiders right now, it doesn't work very well. So it does show a little bit of a depth issue. Who would win in a promo? John Cena or LA Knight? KJ and Nick? Damn. I don't know, man. I think they could go toe-to-toe real nice, Damian. I would like to see it if they were going back and forth. I think they're both quick-witted. They're both strong, obviously, on the mic. Oh, sloppy chop. And then one off the ring post. Now Gunther off the ring post. Oh, suplexed into the timekeeper area. Gable beats the count, wins the match, but does not get the belt. And there you go. He will get a match at Payback. And then there you go. Chad Gable wins, but he does not win the title. Even bad news, saying I got some bad news. Gunther ripping the place apart. Not happy, not happy. 1-1, 0-2. Yeah, everybody took an L on that one, guys. Let's be real. Nobody was picking. A couple people picked Gable, actually. Shit. 0-1. That's how you get the third match. That's exactly the light bulb that just went off, Nick. It's like, oh, okay. Okay. There you go. Big night for Chad. Big pop from the crowd. He's celebrating like he just won the World Cup. And still, as Imperium demands, Gunther. Gotta appreciate that. What's up, Boston? How you doing? How you doing, bro? But that's what we talked about. Gable couldn't lose 3 times in a row to make it like you kind of get bored with the chase, right? So you have Gable go over in a countdown, no title change. Gunther's pissed. Big moment for Gable, and the rivalry will continue. Gable could be the man that takes the belt from Gunther. It really could happen. Yes, that's a good move. I commend it. That was a good finish. Again, some people are going to say, well, he knew he couldn't win. He doesn't give a shit. He just beat the IC champion, a guy that's been undefeated for how long? That's an L. He took an L. Now we got the Judgment Day family meeting. They asked Dom asked Mommy. Rhea getting fed up with the bullshit. 0-2. Not a count-out victory. What do you mean? It wasn't, or you're disappointed it was? All right, Dom and Mommy walking off, telling Damian and Finn to get their shit together. So that looks like it's going to be the tag team tonight. I imagine JD is going to be somehow involved as we transition to Seth Rollins, Nakamura. And I imagine we're getting another commercial break coming up. It's going to suck when Gunther loses his title. He keeps the IC title relevant. Mid-card been lacking good title runs. But now they've got one, Joe. So yeah, it's a little sad, but he's amped up that title. If Gable wins this and has a really good babyface run with it, then the title stays relevant. If you keep Gable going, and with Gable being over with the fans, to me, it's not like now the title's no longer relevant. And at some point, Gunther is going to have to graduate, get to that next rung on the ladder. He's been an outstanding Intercontinental champion. He needs to turn his attention to that main title at some point, because Gunther being the champion over on Raw, to me, is unbelievable. It would be outstanding. And eventually that has to happen. He's going to beat the Honky Tonks record. I don't know how soon after he beats that record will it change. But at the end of the day, I like what they're doing with Gable. I think the fans would be behind Gable as a champion. You keep putting him out there. You get him shushing the bad guys. To me, it works. It's not eventually Gunther can't keep that belt forever. I mean, people are going to say, well, Roman has, but even that has an expiry date, we hope. James and KC, I may be in the minority, but Cena's promo against Theory last year really turned me off of him. Did more hurt than good to Theory. Listen, I'm with you on that. I didn't love it. He buried that kid, and it partly, but John Cena's been known to kibosh a few up-and-comers. It's not the first time nor the last time have people felt that John Cena was a little bit too hard on the up-and-coming talent or unwilling to go under to some up-and-coming talent. John Cena is John Cena. He's seemingly a great guy, a superstar, can't take away from that. But again, when you're a top guy, you do a lot of things to protect your spot. And to your point, the way they rolled that whole John Cena Theory match out wasn't great. It wasn't a good feel. But he let him go over. So, hey, when is Payback? September, the weekend after. So September 2nd? Let me double check. I keep wanting to call it payment. September 2nd. September 2nd. We will be here live for that, folks. We will be back tomorrow as well for Heat Wave. We're here for Dynamite Fighter Fest, by the way. The go-home show for All In. Thursday, Luna Havoc is back. Yes, she's back, folks. And we will be covering Impact. We might peek at a little MLW or Ring of Honor. Friday double headers with your tag stream champions, myself and Big Nick, and then a crazy weekend here on the channel. We got Collision Saturday. We got All In on Sunday. We go live at 11:30 a.m. We do not know when we're going to stop on Sunday. Impact Emergence is also live on Sunday. So we got a lot to cover. And when we say we cover more live wrestling than everybody else, we mean it. So for the 65 people hanging around right now, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, be a part of the family, enjoy all these streams, and we appreciate all your support, all your love. We're still, again, still just a baby. We're coming up to like 18 months, and we've taken on some giants, and we're having a really good time doing it. So thank you for being a part of that, and do not miss it. We got more original content, more shorts. We're always working on something, folks. There you go. Thank you, Dale. Next Saturday. Yeah, it goes. It's literally going all in, payback, all out. We got busy times here on the channel. Nick and I were saying that we're on a pretty big heater right now as far as how many days in a row, and it's not stopping anytime soon. Seth Rollins and the Miz hasn't had a contest of the weirdest dress in. I don't know if that sentence is complete. Judgment Day is the right timing. KO and Sami win main event afterwards. I do think there's a good chance that KO and Sami win tonight, and I do believe it will be due to dissension amongst. Oh, Gunther is giving Imperium hell. He is not happy. Your champion is pissed off. Speaking of pissed off.
What? No, I was flipping in the bird because you were saying, oh, speaking of 5-star talent. Nah, I ain't no 5-star. 3-star. 2.5 tops.
There you go.
Anyone that gets that joke, fucking you can be a friend of me.
Right? Chad Gable wins.
Yeah, I heard. And like I said, that's instantly how you get to your third match.
Yeah, we were talking about that before you went on break.
Right.
So kudos to them. They found a good way to get there.
Cody's breaking the fourth wall. So this is a set as he's backstage with Saxon. Let's take a walk. Come on now. This is the most movement. So this is at least showing that Saxon does have legs. We only see him at commentary or
is that a pot shot?
Backstage. So he does have legs that move. He is a human being after all. He's a
real
that a
boy. Pot?
Sorry.
I'm really excited about these legs. I feel like this is almost a shot at AEW in their ambulance bay on Wednesday.
Hey, what do you say? Down by the bay? I don't know what you're talking about, eh?
Right? Oh, the Cody chants.
I thought if you were going to make an AEW reference, it would have been, Tony on the Starship announcement.
This is a set.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So what are you guys going to talk about?
It's official. Byron versus Cody. Payback. Let's go. Right. Here we're going to hear.
Oh, he did it in French. He did it in French. He did the what do you want to talk about in French?
Wait, I want to hear what
You're questioning his French right now?
Oh, okay. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Tout soir?
Oh, so he's shouting out the commentary team, by the way, because, we've got to at least try and get Kevin Patrick somewhat over.
Maybe.
It's impossible. Oh, no, Kevin Patrick. Oh, no, that's fucking Fridays. God damn it.
Yeah, bro.
I'm having Kevin Patrick PTSD.
Right. That's where, Cody Rhodes, he's putting over the new team of Michael Cole and Barrett.
Yeah, no Kevin Patrick. See, good team.
Nice. I think Gable will be a transitional champion at best, just my opinion. I feel like it'd be more than that. I don't know if I'm wrong, Nick, but I feel like it would be more than just a handoff champion.
No, he gets a run. He gets reminiscent, and I keep making the comparison because it's so obvious. I don't see why anyone else doesn't see it. He gets a run like Kurt with the IC belt.
Yeah. And again, he's over. He's doing good work. So again, this is an example of a guy gets over, reward him for, more airtime. And I was very critical of Otis. You go back a year ago through our archive, and I'm like, the fucking Alpha Academy again. Are we really going to do a lie detector test? What the fuck are we doing? I wasn't happy at all. And I give him kudos. He figured it out.
Meanwhile, they figured something out here with Cody. Of he's pretty much just doing the Tony Schiavone role, just to the nth degree here. Of, are you guys going to be excited for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn tonight? Like, he's just coming out here to just big up everything else that's
He's a
happening
hype man,
tonight.
right?
Yeah,
the announcers are amazing. The main event's amazing. We're all amazing.
You're beautiful. We're all beautiful. You get a car, and you get a car.
Nick Aldis, just jump on his back. Let's go. I'm tired of this shit.
Bang. What up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? So probably on September 2nd, so that Gunther will beat Gable. I think he'll beat Gable, and it will set up the rubber match now. That works.
Well, he threw me off because it said so payback, and you said so probably.
So probably. I agree.
It's on September 2nd, so that means Gunther will beat Gable.
Mm-hmm.
Does it fit within the timeline? But then you don't have that match then. You don't have to have that match.
I think you could do it, though, because it would be a good match, and then you have tit for tat. So I'm okay with it.
You can still have good matches, but I've got Nakamura letting everybody know what he whispered to Seth Rollins here. And I like this because he's speaking in just fluent Japanese, and we're getting subtitles.
Right. That's what they should do. There's nothing wrong with having a person that needs subtitles as a character on your show. If half your audience can't read, that's not our fault.
Absolutely. Artist, what up? Joe Black, what up? I was going to say, I feel like at times we need subtitles.
Right. I'm working on it. I swear to God.
Seth's back has been broken for many years. Oh. So we're getting Nakamura talking about how he knows how Seth's
weakness.
A broken man, essentially. When he hugs his wife, he's in
I
pain.
know about your back.
When he picks up his child, you're in pain.
I like this.
It has been said that if/when Seth drops the belt, he's taken a bit of a hiatus for a good minute.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he's earned it, man. He's been a workhorse.
100%.
For sure. I like this angle. I like they're making it personal. It's not fighting over who's best friends with who. It's legitimately, I want that title, and I know I can pick your back apart. And it gives that element of realness. And letting Nakamura speak in his own tongue makes him more heelish. It gives him a better feel to it because he's more expressive in his own language. I like this a lot.
Oh, I 100% do. I'm a huge fan of Nakamura. I was just going to say, we've already had some people make outrageous claims of people's, runs currently being the best of their careers and everything like that. I was just going to say, as far as main roster WWE, this has been best Nakamura, or at least best heel Nakamura. 100%, because this is literally, like even JV says, it has New Japan vibes. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. This is, I'm coming to fucking hurt you. That's what it is. You hug your wife, you're in pain. You pick up your child, you're in pain. I know you're in pain. I'm going to put you out of your fucking misery.
Under the pressure of his own vanity.
Watch your back. That's what he said. I love that's one of the best Nakamura things that they've done in WWE right there.
Right.
It just ends it with, I told him, watch your back. Payback. We're getting the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. But it's that nice little subtle note. He cuts a whole promo in his native tongue. Yep. And then I'll tell you what I told him. Watch your back. And it's still enough that knowing the context, you know what he meant behind it.
Yeah, I mean, the double meaning's nice. The way he presented it was nice. Like you said, this is one of my favorite things they've done with Nakamura on the main roster. And I love the feel of it. Some, like JV said, it's got that Japan vibe. Payback, watch your back.
Right.
Brutality.
I was going to say I'll watch the backside of Rhea Ripley any day, but that's neither here nor there.
Shinsuke joins Judgment Day. Shit.
Put the vitamins down.
Right.
You have reached the tipping point. You have reached the apex.
They need to do this with EO. I'm okay if they would do it with EO as well. Like, I mean, if you let the international stars be international, it has a different flavor.
EO is not bad. I think EO still doesn't fully quite need that. Who really needs this and has needed it almost as long as Nakamura. But we're getting Rhea versus Canis after coming back from this commercial is Asuka. Yeah. Asuka needs this 100%, especially if she's going to be more of her Japanese gimmick and everything like that. And we're going to go back to that. And we're going to go back to Katana and everything. Then, yeah.
No, I don't disagree. As we go to another commercial break, folks, Rhea Ripley entering the ring. Candice will be coming out, and we will take your predictions on that match. Who you got? It's been a funky night for predictions, that's for sure.
Well, I was going to say, should we ask who you got, or should we ask how long you got? Do I hear 1 minute? Do I hear 2 minutes? Do I hear 3, 4, 4, 5, 5?
Break you off. I don't know. Anyway, it gets stuck in my head. Perfect 10 out of 10. Well, thank you.
I was gonna say, I know we try.
We do.
I'll take a respectable 9.
Right now, funny. Speaking of Shinsuke Nakamura, something we kind of missed, and someone pointed it out online today, and I thought was really cool. Was Alex Shelley last night taking on Tanahashi and using the Kinshasa, and he also used the other. He basically gave a nod to Nakamura, and I can't remember off the top of my head now. It's bothering me. But 2 of Tanahashi's biggest opponents, he used their finishing move.
Then first one that comes to my mind would have been Okada with the Rainmaker, but I think that would have been really obvious if you did the Rainmaker.
Yeah, no, but it was super. Like when they showed the replay, I was like, oh, that was super obvious. We were just talking, but yeah,
but still, that's 100%. It goes back and forth with especially a crossover show like that. You're gonna have some stuff that leans really heavily, New Japan, and some stuff that leans really heavily Impact. But no, that's cool.
Welcome, Dick Foley. I dig it. I'm down. There you go, Dick Foley, and Glorious. Yes, I've dreamt of the day we get a glorious entrance on one of these shows. It's been too long. It's been too long for sure.
I was like, can I call you like Richard Mick or something like that? I was trying to get what to play with it there because I'm like, I don't know if I want to keep calling this man Dick Foley. Respectfully. I mean, that's your God-given name, respectfully, but still.
Why would you not call it the way you see it?
It's fair enough, but it's harsh on the tongue. Pause.
Julia was impressive yesterday. Hard. Yeah, you walked hard into that bar. Julia was impressive. That Fatal 4-Way was impressive. Second best match of the night. It was good. It was really fun. Some people said 5-star. I thought maybe 4-star, but it was excellent.
Well, absolutely, but it was a bit of a show of 2 halves there. Of really, the first half, you're like, okay, so this is a fun Impact taping, and then the next, you're like, okay, this is the pay-per-view.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, a lot of the times when we get those exhibition pay-per-views, it's a lot of like 6-man, 7-man, 8-man, 9-man. Like, just fucking, how many people can we fit in the ring and have a tag match?
Right.
You're all get to be on the show.
1, little 2, little 3, little.
Right. Mr. Foley having a chuckle. I like it. Welcome.
Appreciate you, my guy.
It sort of reminded me of Lucha Underground when Luis Fernandez would do his promos, and it had like a movie feel to it. Are you talking about Shinsuke?
Or was he talking about Multiverse United, to where they kept cutting to that one fucking floor cam that just went cinematic vibe the whole time?
But
it's so weird when I've seen replays from that show, and I'm like, that's not how everything else looked.
Right. That's not how it is supposed to be.
Right.
KJ White, Big Nick, Cody Rhodes should go after Roman. WrestleMania 40.
Or this new up-and-comer Ron Man. Ron Burgundy?
Ron Man Reigns.
I'm Ron Burgundy. I'm Ronman Reigns.
But we feel like that's where it's been going from day one, guys. We feel like it's always been heading back to Cody and Roman. I'm happy that they've kept, Cody away from this title. I'm happy that they haven't gone back to that well. Like, you know, oh, well, he can win Seth's title. It's not the story that he's trying to write. So we'll see. I think it's happening.
Right.
And I got Candace coming out.
Yeah. Tony Khan's plug. What's good, fellas? What up?
What's going on?
Hello, Big Nick. I don't know what I said. Jerry Lawler is not coming back. What? Well, because
who said Jerry Lawler's coming back?
Oh no, Small Mark asked any update on Jerry Lawler.
Last I heard, he's doing okay.
Know what was the latest with Jerry
he had a
Lawler?
stroke, right? Like, I mean, we're going back a couple months now, but he's been recovering for quite a while. So as far as I know, he's hanging in there. He's a tough cookie.
I was gonna say, in a situation like that, at times, no news is good news.
Absolutely.
Right. But so we're getting a replay of last Monday to where we had Indy versus Rhea, and now we're getting Candace versus Rhea. And boy, howdy, does this feel like an NXT match?
Yeah, it does. And speaking of that, big news on the circuit today was Braun and Raquel unfollowed each other.
On who gives a flying fuck? I saw this, and
Golden KJ's heart is broken.
I think
he's right behind your head, actually, bro.
No back flex going on. But I kind of justifiably discredit most of this, and even with the Andrade shit with Charlotte and everything, because the only people that seem to be reporting this are like Ringside News and maybe like Zero News or whatever, both incredibly unreliable sources.
Yeah.
That just try and be like the TMZ of wrestling. And secondly, who gives a shit? Like, realistically,
I really don't.
Does it matter?
Flying fook. Oh, but Indy chasing Dom around. Rhea catching Candace pretty easy.
So two gigantic muscular human beings aren't bumping uglies anymore. Why should I care?
No, I don't give a shit. I mean, even if, like, again, they could have just had a fight over who fucking wouldn't pick dinner this particular night. I don't like. I mean, I got enough problems without worrying about if they're just in a tiff or they're breaking up.
Even then, all you would have to do is, it'll get the people talking about us for 10 seconds. We just unfollow each other, and then we'll just follow each other back on our personal accounts, and no one will fucking know.
Right.
Wins it with like literally she had her up here, like Candace tapped out on her thigh. She had her held up that high with the Texas Cloverleaf.
Yeah, you know what? Didn't even get a ripcord. Just said goodbye.
Didn't even take her bandana off. Didn't literally just sat there and fucking. If she had a coat on, she would have kept it on.
And she did. She stretched her. Actually, throws out the one hand. Dom giving it to the audience. Big win and still.
Is that a big win, or is that just a win?
It's just a win. Another, again, she looks like a dominant champion. So somebody with the ability to take down a dominant champion has to come along. I love it. I think this is great.
Right. Absolutely. Oh, here comes. Speaking of Raquel, former Mrs. Strowman, I guess, allegedly. If anyone really cares about these people's, dating lives,
right?
And if you do, I question some things about you,
right? But we're setting up payback. We do imagine.
Oh, Tiny Tim is coming out. Tiny Tim with the back flex. Raquel with the one crutch. Oh, she's going to swing it. Of course. Obvious. Yeah, you can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at.
There's nothing Tiny or Tim about this lady.
I was sitting with the one crutch there.
No, I know.
God bless us, everyone.
We know it's bullshit. Why are we even selling it this hard?
Why? But how does it almost become so already
nice?
You can call the shot before it happens because they do it so much.
Yeah, like just have her walk out and kick her in the face. But she threw it at her, so we're good enough.
Right.
Raquel pulling a Kevin Nash. Ding.
Oh. Torn quad.
Don't wish that.
Which one, left or right? Here's Rhea's kryptonite. Keyshawn saying she's healthy. Mm-hmm. Batgirl versus Rhea. No. Batgirl.
Right. Raquel needs a heel turn. Listen, Raquel was a better heel in NXT than a babyface on Raw or SmackDown. I will say that. No,
she just really needs some fucking motivation to be a babyface outside of
The whole
when she was just smiles.
the
She had the
hostage
Ned
smile,
Flanders like, what the
exactly.
hell are you smiling about?
Uh-huh. Like, blink twice if you're being captive.
Literally, we made those jokes.
Right? How many
Like, just
times?
literally, just blink if you're in trouble.
Right? I'm medically cleared.
And no one cares.
I care because this is good. Like I said, you need somebody that can stand up to Rhea a little bit. Raquel, babyface or heel, does it well as far
It's
as
the only credible threat she has outside of Shayna left in this division, on this brand, on this show.
Shayna actually could take that title, bro. And the way
Well,
they're
I talked
building
about it. I
Shayna,
think I mentioned about that when they were on a pause, because that's when we got the video package where they're giving her like the Mortal Kombat, finish him shit and everything, the X-rays. But do you see we eventually build to a Shayna versus Mommy match, and how do we get there? Because they're both kind of heels. They're both, you kind of got a babyface rubbish pause, but they're both still meant to be heels.
I mean, that's not a bad shout as far as if you angle it. I mean, because they are both kind of tweener. They both get some cheers. I love what they're doing with Shayna, this new build. I hope they carry it through because, again, like you said, there's not many women that you go, like Candice LeRae's not going to take that belt. Indy Hartwell's not going to take that belt. Maxine Dupree's not going to take that belt. Like, I mean, you need somebody that Raquel could. Shayna could.
Yeah, I would even argue. Shit, I think that I was about to say the wrong show too. I was about to say like Mission could, wrong show. I realized that as I said that, as we've got The Miz coming out right now. Speaking of M names, we got The Miz coming out there. I saved it.
We're getting the replay of Friday where LA Knight took the L. Thanks to Miz.
Probably. Or no, LA Knight picked up the win, I thought.
Or did he steal the win at the end?
Steal the win. But Emo out here saying nice background. I was going to say, well, you got nobody to thank but that, beautiful bearded bastard beside me here, the man who does all the graphics for us.
Dude, I mean, your living room's lovely. I like the new.
I know you're jealous. I'm so glad you could let me stay in your guest house here over in Canada.
I'll get the fuck out of here.
I stay in your man cave, your lounge here. That's why he's got the fucking picture of the portrait of the trophy.
I will not confirm or deny if Nick has been in my man cave.
What
the fuck?
Captain Caveman.
Golden KJ on the wall. I like it.
Absolutely. This man's, got all the things popping off. Jim Cornette likes it. It's okay with me.
Fair enough. It all depends. I mean, don't forget, Corny's got some bias, and sometimes he is a little off the beat.
Well, I was like, what are we saying that he likes, though? Are you saying he likes the Dick Foley?
Oh, maybe.
I'm sorry, man, but your name it's too easy. It's too easy. It's
I don't know why you're
fucking layup line in a middle school gym. I was like, I gotta keep fucking slamming it.
Right. Raquel looks like Tyler Rex after.
No.
Moving on.
You can keep that to yourself, sir.
Bianca, dude, don't fuck up our algorithm. Bianca seems to have been written off. Sorry.
No, I just was agreeing with you. Wait, don't fuck up the algorithm.
I don't know if I think she's definitely going to be written off. They Pillmanized her on Friday, so I think I want her to come back as a heel, man.
She comes back with Bobby and the Profits there.
Bobby and the Profits.
I think that could work.
I'm all for it, dude. Do it.
And did you see to where she was kind of trending for a bit, and it's like everybody just had this like awakening that just realized that she's just a really good talent. She's been stuck in a fucking boring kind of like hamster wheel for a bit. It's like, no shit. If you actually watch the product regularly, we all notice that.
Oh, she's a talented athlete. We just got, at least I personally got tired of the squeaky clean baby face. Even when the world was on fire around her, she was smiling and flipping her hair. And I felt like her promos lack as a baby face. I know the EST came from a heel place originally. That EST and NXT was outstanding. If they can get back to that, I'd be very happy.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that's the thing is, you just wanted her to have more of a character development. That's really what it was. she's super athletic. Like even in the match that they had, the tag match that they had this past week, where it was her and Charlotte versus Io and Bailey, the sequences you had are just fucking breathtaking.
Right.
But you just want to be a little bit more invested outside of surface level.
I agree. That's the perfect way. You just nailed it right there. Surface level for me is just on the surface, wonderful, but not a lot of substance to it. And a lot of it was, again, I feel like they threw in a lot of triple threats and a lot of kind of clunky stories. And she beat the shit out of Judgment Day for like 5 months, and we got sick of it. Not Judgment Day. My God, every faction is Judgment Day in my head tonight. Damage Control.
I was going to say, well, we've got the Dead Man, one-man Dead Man show now getting advertised for Louisville, Kentucky, St. Louis, Missouri, and Kansas City, Missouri. If you want to go see the Dead Man, one Dead Man show, what? Oh, we got Ciampa still
looking for his friend. Looking for his buddy. Guys, do you think Nikki Cross running NXT would be good for her?
Yes.
I don't know. You do? Yeah. Wouldn't hurt. Maybe. Why can't we just use her on the main card?
But where? That's the thing, is she's at this point, it's kind of, where does she fit in? Do you put her with a tag team? Like, do you put her with Lyra? Her and Lyra as a tag? I don't think wouldn't be a bad idea.
Her and Thea Hale, man, I'm telling you.
Fucking Alvin and the Chipmunks.
We'll call them Chippendale. Yeah, right.
Oh, we're going Chippendale.
Yeah, there you go. There you got it.
Oh, that's one of the greatest.
That'd be hilarious. They both just shake at each other all the time. They don't even talk. They just
vibrate. They communicate through vibration.
Yeah. Calm down. Do little vignettes of them going out to like dinner together, like, you know, we see all the time. Like they go to like the fucking, you know, steakhouse and they can't sit still.
I love Stan. They're just throwing shit around and everything. Oh my God. Somebody's gonna get us in trouble. Daniel, what up? Bash. Jim loves Punk and FDR. Okay.
He does very much. He very much does. Big fan. Big fan.
I was gonna say, well,
so do we.
Where's the problem? Tell me what I'm telling lies. Where's the issue?
Yeah, I don't see that being a problem. Very accurate.
About to see LA Knight cost the Miz a match.
I think so.
Mulder saying Foley is better than Dick Trickle. Yes, it is 100% better than that name. Good old NASCAR name there. NASCAR. Making a left turn.
Ooh. A pretty intense promo by Ciampa. Considering he was kind of being happy-go-lucky about the missing friend.
If you were to look at Tommaso Ciampa, and even just imagine if you were just a fast food worker and you're taking Tommaso Ciampa's food order, does it not instantly seem like it would seem 18 times more intense? Just looking at that man's face and everything.
Almost like Liam
Nielsen.
That
man could literally just be like saying, "Happy birthday, thank you for coming," everything, and it just looks like just super intense, like
yeah,
you're in a fucking Mission Impossible movie,
right? Like Liam Neeson buying a box of cereal,
right? Oh, I know what you were going. Yes. Now I know these are specifically for kids.
I don't want any trouble.
All right, and if you don't know, go and watch the Ted movies, and then take us tomorrow.
AEW or WWE should partner with a dictatorial government so they can do what is happening, Dave. Like honestly, Dave.
David, whatever you're smoking on, maybe save that for a rainy day when you don't have to people too much.
Yeah, go share that on
go share that in.
Go share that elsewhere.
Right. Well, no. Speaking of sharing elsewhere, you should be like JV saying here, Wrestling for Life Network is good for YouTube. So absolutely go and spread the good gospel of wrestling 100%. We're always out here for a conversation with the congregation.
That's it, man. Nick, KJ, Sammy, KO should have Maryse for tonight. Pause. Why? Because she's French?
Maryse on a forklift match?
Like what? Like I've like
French Canadian?
Yeah, right. Like,
holy shit, we have a Tozawa sighting. If you had him on your bingo card, I think you just won 2023. He's going to be in a match on Monday Night Raw.
The Ninja is in the house, my guy. He will always be the ninja for me. He ran around in his ninja pajamas for fucking 3 years.
So then what about Omos, the giant ninja?
The giant ninja. They should be a tag team. Tozawa and Omos.
No. This is for anyone who watches Up, Up, Down, Down and knows Awesome Creed or anything like that. To me, you need the tag team of Omos and Bivens.
Bivens? Let's go.
The Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Omos and Bivens.
Right? No issue, just saying.
Wait, what?
I said no issue,
Oh.
Big Nick, just saying.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't read the comments. I was like, what?
Everyone in the arena right now. Oh my God, he's still here.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing? Oh, okay.
I just had a stroke, my guy.
Like, oh, he's glitching.
Broke. Hey, someone changed the battery.
Right. Wait, hold on here. Something clicked in my head. Miz was in the real world before WWE, and now CM Punk is in the real world, is the real world champion. Miz versus Punk confirmed.
So what? So MJF's the Matrix champion? Are we just going to like fucking Neo? Who's Morpheus then? If we're differentiating between the real world and the kayfabe world here.
Right. The vitamins help me connect dots.
Right. So ding ding. Man, LA night. What everybody's saying. Right as we get bell ring for Miz versus Tozawa.
You got to give Miz credit, man. He's good with the mic. And not only that, we barely seen anything at Tozawa, and he gets them over with the crowd instantly. Which, I mean, we're going to replace with, yeah.
LA Knight literally just threw tissues at the Miz.
What is this?
As we're getting LA Knight. The Miz is one of the best staple guys you could have on your roster.
Yeah.
Like, he will get, if you do it right, he's going to fucking give you a main event of WrestleMania. May not be your best WrestleMania, but he'll give you the main event. He'll give you moments like his Talking Smack segment with Daniel Bryan.
Right. You're not wrong. No,
but
I mean,
also
I really
give you moments, like my gigantic balls.
Pause.
What's
up, Dick Foley?
Fuck. But so we get LA Knight coming out, and we cut to a commercial break here right now.
To the commercial.
Right. We got, I'm not even going to try and pronounce any of that outside of, you said a lot of X's, sir. Or ma'am.
All right. Well, I put an X on you.
Dun. I laughing is if the Miz loses. Plaid.
I ain't no laughing unless you're down on the muffin.
No, we can't talk about muffins because then it just becomes I'm old, I'm tired, and I work with fucking children.
What's all around goes around,
what's all around comes around all around.
He gets a monster pop after monster pop.
Yeah.
All right. I got a cure for the win.
Well, I was gonna say, Raw even says it would be funny as hell if Akira won. Well, he hit a drop kick onto the Miz on the outside right as LA Knight was coming out. So distraction.
Oh,
c'est québécois. See, I said words that translate. I did a thing.
What did you say?
I said something Québécois. something Québécois.
I'm going to laugh. Oh, that's funny. Something Québécois. Miz is like a Swiss Army knife of the WWE. He'll put people over and feud with the new hot guys. Yes, Kenny, yes.
Pause. Claudio's the Swiss one, and just because he was in the Marine movies doesn't mean the Miz was actually in the army or anything.
That's right. He was a Marine 7 times.
Yeah, right. He's more of just a knife. Maybe a dull one, but a knife.
It's like a prison shank. Let's be real.
Like a toothbrush.
Yeah. Now we just poor Miz.
I was gonna say Tell who's been to prison.
I got Astro Boy for the W.
What?
Yeah, right. KJ Nick, I heard R-Truth is close to returning. Don't know how true that is. He's been out for a long time.
Right. And this has been the longest time he's been out probably in his entire career. Think about it.
Career.
This man is far from a spring chicken. Like, I know he looks like he might still could have just came off NXT, but no, this man's got like grandchildren.
Truthfully, Nick, even if he is getting close to healthy,
was that a pun with truthfully?
Truthfully, I would hold him out. You'll get a gigantic pop at Rumble if you wait till Rumble. It's only 4 months away.
Oh, yes, you would. And I feel like that's the thing is, though, of how long do you have him staying there? Because he's not winning and he's not doing a long time.
No.
He ain't here for a long time, but he's here for a good time.
He come out, hit a couple of his, hit a scissor kick, do a fucking spin.
People over there, what's up? What's up? What's up? No, if he sits there and he holds court and he's like, man, I thought I was in the main event of WrestleMania or something like that, and it just gets dumped out or something like that. Like, just all of his fucking R-Truth, Ron Killings is a blessing, an underrated blessing to pro wrestling.
A Hall of Famer.
One of what some people would discredit as a Hall of Famer, but to me is more valid than a Coco Beware or a Tori Wilson, anything like that. 100%. I mean, he's the greatest 24/7 champion of all time. Let's be honest here.
Listen, more title runs than anybody, and they did him dirty when they threw his belt. The man gets injured, and they throw his belt in the garbage.
Next to it, the best way you end that belt is you literally, as R-Truth's getting wheeled off in the ambulance, Nikki Cross. She can't hit the fucking garbage can, but at least maybe she can hit a lap. And she throws the belt onto R-Truth's lap as he's getting wheeled in the ambulance, and he's just and just fucking gets wheeled in the back of an ambulance, laughing like a crazy man, and that's how we send off the 24/7 title.
Hurricane Rana followed by the Shining Wizard from Tozawa. Tozawa getting the crowd going.
Hurricane Rana.
He's
the R-Truth belt.
Spotlight. Sorry, Nick.
Right? No, Shining Wizard.
Oh, never mind. Why?
Pause.
I'm gonna stop. Tozawa
he and Little Johnny, well, it's Little Jimmy, should win the belts.
Okay.
R-Truth cut promo, and then Solo Sikoa Super King him at Rumble.
Oh, Jacoby.
It's a good way to get heel heat on Solo.
Why do you got to do my guy like that? It would be.
He's got to go. That's the thing is, it's one of those of how to. What I was initially getting out of how does he go out at the Rumble? He's got to go out.
Yeah, you have someone that you would again Solo, even a Dom Mysterio chucks him over.
Hurricane Tozawa walks the announce table, and then Hurricane runs Miz into the steps after Miz gets into it with LA Knight.
That was a pretty good one,
right?
Remember the segment R-Truth and Brock Lesnar was funny as hell. The dude, because they didn't. You could see it on their face. Paul Heyman.
Right.
And Brock broke.
That's the thing is R-Truth, Ron Killings is, like I said, he's such he will forever be one of my favorites. There's nothing with that man. I understand he's not going to be a world beater, he's not a world champion, anything like that, but everything that man does will put a fucking smile on your face.
Yeah. I mean, we joke a lot about even like a Santino Marella, kind of in that same vein of guys that when you look at their clips even now, right? Oh, he won! He fucking won!
And with minimal effort and minimal interference from LA Knight, Akira Tozawa
in his first match of
the roll-up win on the Miz,
right? In his first win of the 2020s.
Seriously.
Oh, LA Cutter. Blunt force trauma.
BFT. Not the BFG, the BFT. Not the BLT, the BFT.
Right. Well, LA Knight gets the last laugh here, so we assume Miz will be on SmackDown. LA Knight Miz payback?
I don't even care about that because right now Kenny's talking about if we're going with R-Truth dream match here, could Truth be Cena's last opponent? We never got the Truth versus Cena U.S. title match. He goes against his hero, John Cena.
Could you imagine? That would be adorable.
Yes.
That's funny. All right, I know, right? Truth is a legend. Oh, we got the floating bros or the glass bros or,
Winner,
American
what are
donkey.
you doing with highlighter fingernails? What are you doing in my backstage?
LA Knight on commentary. God help us. Oh, wait a
Oh, I
minute.
take LA Knight any day over fucking Chris Jericho, but we got the New Day confronting Glass Bros.
Wow, New Day telling them that they got a good thing going on, Nick. Did you not hear the crowd out there? You got a good thing going on.
No. But is it a requirement that Drew doesn't wear a shirt on anything? Like he always has to either be wearing a kilt or shirts or
Yeah,
shorts.
he's Wrasslin's version of Fabio.
Yeah, this
Like,
man will never wear a shirt. If he tries to put
right,
on the shirt, it just magically like flings off of him.
right. He's on the fucking cheesy
It's like
novel
two
covers.
polar. It's like opposite magnets. This can't happen. Oh, so they're what the fuck is happening? They were literally trying to like shield fist, and then Riddle and paper covers around. Soda, you're moving tonight.
The power of Tozawa wins. I like it.
Can you feel the power?
Ninja power. I like that.
Pizza power. Now I'm going because we've had all this turn. I don't know if you've got it fully in Canada, but we've had TMT Mania going back on here in the US. Yeah, so
we're all one and the same, my guy.
Well, no, you're just a little bit better than us.
I don't even know if that's true anymore. Once upon a time. Parts,
right,
maybe.
but I've got Becky coming out here with her lemonade ass shirt looking like Ginger Rogue. So we're getting Becky, I'm assuming, with a promo, building up to payback. Do we get a because we've still got an hour left, do we get a Becky Starks match here just kind of unannounced? It just builds up to it because of the promo.
Yeah, we could do without it. Just cut the promo, get the hell out of the ring, and let's.
But how many times? I want to see a track record of how many main events of recent Monday Night Raws have involved Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Damian Priest.
We had it in chat, and I don't know how accurate it was, but 14 times in the last 3 months.
I would not be surprised. I would
not at all.
Surprised.
Heatwave tomorrow. We will be live for Heatwave, folks. I see 65 people plus hanging around. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. Come back. Nobody watches more live wrestling than we do. And we will be back for Heatwave tomorrow. Fighter Fest on Wednesday. The Go Home Show for All In. Impact. Luna Havoc's back. SmackDown. Rampage. So much more, including Collision. And we're here at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Sunday for All In. And we're also going to cover Impact Emergence. Our very own Luna Havoc will be live for that one. So make sure you catch all the action.
Absolutely. Well, I was going to just even touch on a side note there, too, of as I'm getting an advertisement for my team, Notre Dame, taking on Navy in Dublin for pretty much the kickoff of college football. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Fun fact, Notre Dame is my initials. But anyways.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's why they're my favorite team.
Also,
we do have
lazy booking
on top of lazy booking.
I just fucking with you.
No, 100%. I got an N in New York. I got an N in Notre Dame. 100% lazy booking. But
there's plenty. Whoa! There's plenty of D's on the Yankees as well. So don't worry about it. You're covered.
I'm gonna give you a D real quick here. Pause the fuck on that comment. But speaking of which, we're gonna do fantasy football league as well. So 100%, we got the Discord. I dropped the link already. pretty much going to kind of run it through that for the most part, but we're going to be using the Yahoo Fantasy app as well. So 100%, if you want to be involved in that, join the Discord, be a friend, tell a friend, and absolutely, because probably going to be kicking off down here pretty soon. What?
We do have to mention it's limited spots, first come, first serve. So if you do want to join us in the fantasy football league, you got to get in quick.
Right. I was going to say, I think we've already got about 5 or 6 spots already filled, not including us. So
there you go. We got to get in there. We get left out.
We the ones. Yes, absolutely. So that's why also you need to make sure you take that one button, that nice little finger there, pause, and go ahead and hit that like, that share, the bell notification, hit that join, check out that merch store. Click all the links below, folks.
I'm in. You better be. Yankees below 500.
Why you gotta do me like that?
It's hard to be the evil empire, bro.
I know it's one of those but it sucks because we don't have there's no true Luke Skywalker. There's not some one team outside of maybe the Atlanta Braves because they're the fucking Golden State Warriors, the 96, 97 Bulls there of just rolling through everybody. But there's no big baby face that's taking on the heels. It's just we self-imploded on ourselves here.
Sometimes that's what it is, right? The evil empire turns on itself.
Yeah.
And then all the lesser lights, I'll admit it, celebrate.
You're the fucking Ewoks on Tatooine there. Yay!
I'm offended as a Canadian. What are you trying to say? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, the beard. I wasn't even going with Canadian. I was just saying with the fucking beard and shit.
Right. Thrilled.
Let's go, McRiddle. Make McDonald's a little money.
Somebody said that the other day, and we forgot that one. McRiddle might be my favorite option.
Yeah, I saw somebody drop that on actually Drew's post where he was trying to get people to suggest a name, and someone's like McRiddle.
Do you find it interesting that the New Day is trying to sell them on this? Well, you guys are good. You got something. Keep this up.
No, because they're supposed to be the power of positivity.
Yeah, fair enough. Totally.
See, this is what I'm saying. Damien seems very much like Damien. Oh.
This is very mommy, not happy.
Oh, so she's been the leader. Let's be honest. Keep it a buck.
Big shout out.
Mom literally looks scared.
Big shout out.
I gave you guys a chance to work it out, so now we're gonna do it my way.
Mommy's gonna do it her way, and you can't blame her. But yeah, I was gonna say big shout out to House of Glory Wrestling. They announced Fallout. The Vaudevillains will be taking on each other coming up. And big shout out to House of Glory for reposting a small little, happy-go-lucky YouTube channel.
Oh, I didn't even know that happened. So
there you go.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, we've covered them. God damn it, we've given them some money. So God damn it, we've deserved it.
That's a match I want to see. I mean, we haven't seen Simon Gosh in a while. I know there's some mixed reviews about Simon, but Simon versus Matt. I mean, we talked about whether Matt was just choosing to be a commentator or whatnot. So that's amazing.
I will always be a fan of Aiden English, Matthew Reinhold, 100%. Outside of just, I feel like we'd be friends. Man, dude likes whiskey and all of that, but just still, the maestro of mayhem, 100%. All of that was just perfect. And then he was one half of Rusev Day. Aiden English is goated to me as far as wrestling personalities a bit.
No, absolutely.
Yankees below 500. Our championship's about 20 above everyone else. Bad season's at. See, all right. See, 100%. Joe Black, my guy. You 100%. You get me. You can have that. That even what I'm mad at. No, honestly, that's kind of what I'm mad at. That's honestly a good chunk of what I'm mad at. Aaron Boone, thank you, but no thank you. I think you should have been gone. But when you were losing to the Astros every fucking season in the playoffs. But anyways, I've got Becky right now in the ring.
Somebody said it in the chat. Quebecy?
Quebecy!
Quebecy! Tabernacle.
Yo, hockey.
Yo, hockey.
Coming as a side stream to the channel and everything is going to be KJ's, solo stream, Jared. Just, hockey.
Once upon a time, we joked about doing consistently doing a hockey channel instead of a wrestling channel at once upon a time, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe
Diversify.
Can we handle
I've done SFL? You can do yo hockey.
Yeah, maybe we can handle. We'll just do a sports show. Me and you will come on Sundays and talk about all the sports of the week.
Oh my god! So it's happening, folks. It's happening.
Listen, we get these crazy vitamin D's.
And then we forget about them tomorrow, and then no one reminds us.
The chat's pretty good at hounding us, actually.
Well, that's only if they really want it. So
that's true too.
You got to let us know if you really want it. Pause. Let us know in actually the comments under the video, not in the live chat.
Really want. I wanna.
Well, of course, that's what you take a pause on, as I'm sitting there quoting the Dave Bautista Triple H music video. But I've got Becky cutting a fucking hard ass promo right now. She's very much clearly overly dyed her hair here. She's very much looking like Jean Grey from the fucking Phoenix. I know Seth's in a Captain America movie, but I didn't know Becky was auditioning to be an X-Men. But as we're still going on with this Trish Stratus feud, the feud that will never end. Larry, yes, you are a fun guy, and hopefully we are too, lad. All right, JV. I don't know what the fuck that's all about, but you do you, boo boo. What happens in your sheet stays between the stays there. As of course, we've got Trish coming out here. And I'm sorry, I'm going to say this respectfully, but I feel like the smile keeps getting pulled a little bit back farther and a little bit more. She's starting to look a little bit more like blonde, Jack Nicholson playing the Joker, maybe a little bit Heath Ledger here. But, yeah, she looks like fucking... If Shania Twain and The Undertaker had a fucking daughter, that's what this really looks like. As she's very much still trying to cut a promo in French Canadian. As how is Zoe Starks fully supposed to be the heavy when she's literally the same height as Trish? But anyways, love that Joker. Which one? Which is best Joker? Side note: Mark Hamill, Joaquin Phoenix, Jack Nicholson, or Heath Ledger. I do not count Jared Leto. He can fuck off with that one. That's not the Joker. Those four are the best. Heath, I still hold out for Hamill. I still lost my mind when I initially found out that it was fucking Luke Skywalker did the voice of Joker. Too much Botox, yeah. Like I said, the smile, she's got that happy, let's put a smile on that face a little bit. Heath, Mark, Jack. So see, we're getting all over the place here. Richard saying Becky Lynch feuds with Zoe Starks next, then feuds with Rhea Ripley, then feuds with Cora Jade, afterwards WWE history. What in the name of fucking... Is that going to be the next event of his WWE history? She's... KJ, I need you to translate me what they're... She's literally got a thank you Trish shirt in French Canadian in Quebec on her. That's what she's wearing right now. Oh, and she can't even understand their chanting. Merci, Trish. Let's go. Merci beaucoup, Trish. The good news is so she's got to beat Becky one-on-one to prove she's the greatest of all time. Of this generation. Is this not just weirdly like Jordan coming back and challenging LeBron a little bit. I'm like, we know you're good, my guy. Like, why the fuck you need to come back and try and prove that you're the best here? Because you ain't, but you do you, boo boo. Trish is the MILF of MILFs. Not a bad link. Can you TSG Discord link? Actually, I will try and do that here real quick. I will drop it again and I'll try and set it so it'll take you right to, because like I said, I did set it up even part of the Discord to where I just want, before we start everything up, that way we know everybody who wants to be involved and everything for the league and everything, if we're going to do that. But absolutely, even then, still, it's 100% a way y'all can still chat you and still keep this whole chat going, even when we're not live, and still keep us up to date on, oh, you guys said this, you guys need to do this, so when are we going to get this and everything. 100%. But yeah. I got you. Right. Why does Zoe keep grabbing Trish? Like, she's like, all right, you're having a bit of a senior moment here. Maybe we need to dial this back a little bit here. What are all these frogs saying? Oh my God. Is that offensive from one Canadian to another to sit there and literally calling everybody in Quebec frogs because they're speaking French instead of English? Or honestly, it's French Canadian. There's a difference. But all right, I just dropped the Discord link right there. How many all-in tickets did TK actually buy himself? The world may never know. We won't know at least until Sunday when we're here watching it live and we see whether we've got a sold-out Wembley Stadium or we've got, Tony Khan and a stadium full of cardboard cutouts here. Trish saying, I would be scared if I were you, Becky. What did she just say? Ended with a bitch. It's Becky. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh my God. Oh, look at me. Thanks, I grew up on him. Who, what? No, what? Heath Ledger brought out the insanity of the Joker. Let's put a smile on that face. Yeah, but I think every other iteration beyond that is playing off of Mark Hamill's interpretation, because that to me that's the standard bearer. It's the same thing of Batman is, on one hand, as much as it's Michael Keaton, it's also Kevin Conroy. Nerd alert, by the way. KJ Raho, my guy. But yes, that's the Discord link. 100%. If you want to, be a friend, tell a friend, all of that. Is it me, or does Trish look like she had one too many mimosas? Yeah, she's your mom or your aunt or your grandmother that's had one too many white wines. Wow, Chelsea Green very much looks like she might have had one too many white wines here backstage. Is where we're gonna hold auditions. So we're replaying last week how we had the return of Piper Niven and how she's Chelsea's new partner and just took the title and jackhammered it, or jacked it. Sorry. As we've got Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. I don't mind this combination. I don't hate it. I don't dislike it. I think it actually works pretty well, honestly. I had to, and I like how Chelsea's still doing the still very much she's learned from Cardona. The work in the gimmick here, work in the angle of playing the Chelsea or the Karen angle of, I had to allow WWE management to have us, as tag team champions and everything. But Piper Niven still she's the heavy. She's the heavy that I think really works with Chelsea Green. Oh, Chelsea's the little fucking smarmy, sniveling fucking heel that is just a pissant to an extent, respectfully. And then Piper just shows up and destroys everybody. So we're getting, I don't know if we can even call them the complaint department anymore because we don't have Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. So what's the new tag team? Let's take a poll in the chat here of what's the new tag team name for Chelsea Green and Piper Niven as they're taking on Chance and Carter, Katana Chance and Caden Carter. As I'm in a commercial right now. As we're getting Jimmy Uso returning next week or this week on SmackDown. Excuse me again. Piper jacket, but Trish in black leggings wins the interwebs this week. Fair enough. Excuse me. Yeah, the hips. Got Green and Niven for the win. Chelsea's iconic. Piper Niven's like, I got bottom bone. Chelsea is the new orange.
Chelsea is the new green?
Orange is the new green.
Orange is the new green. Get out of my green.
Like, I don't know. I like the combination. I don't know about you, sir. I like the combination.
I'm curious where they're going to go with it. I mean, similar to what they had before in the sense of like Sonya was kind of the tough ass and Chelsea was the pain in the ass. Now, I mean, you got Niven's kind of running Chelsea's show, but, taking a page, I think you mentioned Matt Cardona, taking a page out of his book, Chelsea finds a way to keep the tag titles relevant, make them noteworthy, and not forfeit them. So good for her.
I think that's a big part of what honestly saved the women's tag titles. And I think this has Sean Diesel written all over it a little bit here.
Yep.
The complaint department worked great as a tag team. 100%. Love them as a tag team. Her and Sonya, great tag team. But this has a bit of that Sean Diesel kind of vibe to it of Piper's the one who's going to, at this point, she don't take shit. She's going to show up and just wreck shit. And Chelsea's going to be the one that's, the smarmy, slimy heel that just, does enough to get under your skin.
Yeah, I think it works very well, right? Like she's going to be a pain in the ass, run around, and Niven's going to take people out. Plus, I really, really like Piper, so this is going to be good.
Right.
Pain in the arse. I like it.
Well, I was going to say, since we keep going with the Shrek references, I was trying to think of something with Fiona there, but I couldn't make it work.
It's not easy being green.
What are we, fucking Kermit?
Yeah, right.
I'll meet you at the Rainbow Connection.
Chelsea should report Piper to HR. Nah. 50-50 split on the tag team match. Okay, fair enough. Bobby, welcome back, by the way.
Well, so who do you got? You got, I guess Kermit the Ogre, or...
Shrek and Donkey.
And he's got a tag team. God damn it! That almost fits better. Almost fits better.
Any tag team that, it actually does fit better. But any tag team with a Scot in it apparently becomes Shrek and Donkey.
I mean, we're not only your most live wrestling channel, we're not only your best wrestling channel, but there is no one that will outdo us in Shrek references in a wrestling stream.
Nope, sing along, Shrek references, overall wrestling knowledge. We're pretty, our resumes filling up pretty nicely.
Yeah, a little bit. It's just become fucking carpool karaoke over here when it comes to wrestling.
Karaoke, the Japanese.
Karaoke,
You've been watching too much
New Japan. Gravity here on fucking Ring of Honor this week.
Yeah, next week karaoke. Piper can bully management to address Chelsea's complaints now. There you go. That's kind of what she did. All right, Chelsea was about to have her title stripped, and Niven's bullied her way into a title.
She stripped the title off of Chelsea to put it on herself, which kept the tag team going. So
you don't understand. This is
right.
Oh,
No, you're
I'm in
good.
Discord.
So are we. I put the link.
Welcome. Thank you.
Why are we yelling?
I don't know. Hey, KJ White and Big Nick, do you think Finn Balor and JD McDonough...
Why did you say that so fucking seductive there right out of the gate? Why did you read that like you were, hey, KJ White and Big Nick, would you like to see hot and sexy Finns in your neighborhood?
Right? Like, I didn't think I did.
Is this better?
No, that's worse.
No.
That's bad. That's bad. That's really, really bad. And it makes me awfully mad. Strike reference. Do you think Finn Balor and JD McDonough team up tonight? Yes or no?
No.
I hope so. All right. Well, no.
Do you think that's Rhea's answer?
No.
Chelsea for the
You're having me about to do the Dave Bautista, just the princess wave.
KJ, do you think WWE will pull the trigger on JD anytime soon? They're building. I think we're so used to things just being handed to us as fans. We do have a company out there that just kind of, here you go, without the build, without the story. I like the fact that there's times where, as fans, we're waiting for the outcome, that we're like, oh, this got to happen. When's it going to happen? Same thing with Gargano. Like, when's it going to happen? You know, you're waiting for that moment.
Right. And I'm sorry, I'm just getting thrown off because we have matching gear across the board. We have Scorpion versus Sub-Zero here. We have Scorpion versus Thought Zero because we had one down like this and the other one's just hip thrusting like fucking Alex Wright around them. Right. So
again, a pretty big emphasis on tag team wrestling tonight.
Yeah.
Good amount.
They know we the hottest tag stream going, so they gotta copy the gimmick here.
Right. Damien's a fan of Chance Carter. I am too. They're petite, but they found their niche as far as being quick and mobile, opposed to trying to match strength. And they're really good as a team.
And you know, when you go on Fridays, it's half off, and they do the 99-cent fucking wing night now.
Where are we going?
Well, no, with Chance and Carter. So that's what I was saying. It sounds like a certain other type of name.
Right. Was RVD supposed to do WWE appearance too before AEW? I don't believe so, but I do believe he is slated to be in Philadelphia for WrestleMania 40, folks.
Well, he very publicly stated that he got permission to do that. So.
And the WWE doesn't care. They know who, like, all right, you know, it is what it is. I mean, why would they hold him up?
It's the definition of you can have that.
Right.
Not even what I'm mad at.
Right. LOL. Over 90.
Piper Niven wins the match.
Oh, shit. TK
literally just stomps a mud hole and walks it dry.
You are not wrong. Over 92K tickets sold for WrestleMania 40. It's 2 nights. Don't count TK. Don't count it. TK saying in his head, I bet. Yes, that is fact.
Yeah, but that's still 45 a night versus 80 in a night.
Well, I mean, it's the thing. And we're going to see it with the India show. We saw it with Saudi. We saw it with, you know, Clash at the Castle. We saw it with Money in the Bank. They're selling tickets like it's. I get why it's such a big deal for AEW, but it's almost like this is what we do, right? Like we do this shit all the time. Congratulations.
Again, though, it goes back to like what we said earlier of both companies are setting records. So let's just enjoy the fact that we're getting fantastic wrestling on both sides, and both sides are trying to outdo each other.
Yeah. So I like it. I like when, Nivens literally carries Chelsea to the back. This is good.
You guys should do one of these 1 week complete with the voice changer on. No. How do you know I don't have one on already? What if I don't sound like this normally? No one knows what we truly sound beyond this. So, glad. But yeah, no, already that you were throwing me off already. I was like, no, I don't like it. It sounds different. I don't like it.
4-1, 4-1, 1-0. Vance late to the party. That was
Right.
so lame. It wasn't that lame, AB. It was what it was. You establish your new tag team, and this is how a lot of the matches are going to go. Piper's going to look like a superhero. Chelsea's going to look like a whiner, and they're going to keep winning until somebody can figure it out.
Right.
Shinsuke Nakamura video package on Seth was fucking lit.
Yeah. What did they gotta do the Moxley voice when you say something like that? It was fucking lit, man. Yeah. I'm gonna stab myself in the face with some skewers now. That voice, KJ. I don't know what voice you were doing.
I don't know which one.
All right. I got a video package for the new documentary of Kurt Angle.
Oh, that's going to be a fun one.
Video or commercial for the Oxygen Network.
Oh.
Breathe.
That's much better than the Gravity Network, aka AEW Dynamite.
Dark Elevation Dark Elevation Honor.
Right. Because of Piper's visa issues, they should become the green card. They're not bad. Not bad.
Oh.
Green card.
Mea culpa. I feel like I need to walk off on that, fucking Grand Slam.
Speaking of a green card,
I need to go get mine.
There you go. Big Nick is going to take a pause for the cause, and we continue to roll along. I'm in a commercial break right now, folks. Make sure if you haven't done so already, click the like, click the subscribe as we roll through the last hour of WWE Raw here tonight. I will remind everybody once again, we're back at it again tomorrow. Heat Wave's going to be a fun one. And then all through the week, Fighter Fest, the go-home show for All In, Impact on Thursday, doubleheader Friday, Saturday Collision, Sunday brunch with the boys, an 11:30 a.m. start. Roll out of bed, grab your pancakes, and get into the chat. It's going to be a fun day, which includes Impact, Emergence, and then we go through another week. And then we have Saturday. We're going to hit Collision and Payback. And then we got another week of more content. And we're coming back with AEW All Out and all the little shows in between. We cover as much as we possibly can, folks. I think tonight's show was probably the 7.5 out of 10. I don't want to give it an 8 just because there's a lot of miscues that should have been corrected. AB, I feel like your 7.5 out of 10 is fair, except you're early. We still got more to go. So who knows how this is going to turn out. Curious to see what your rating is at the end of this show tonight. I love this heel Nakamura better than his other run for sure. Yeah, Temple, I'm with you. I saw your other comment too, if I didn't acknowledge it. But Nakamura like this, and again, letting Nakamura speak in his own language allows him to be more expressive. Instead of focusing on the words, he's able to, talk with his face, use more of his charisma. And again, it's got a sinister, evil heel vibe, which you feel like Shinsuke is a legitimate threat for Rollins. And for him to not only go, and then to go as far as talking about his life, make it personal. I know you got to watch your back. I know what I'm going to go after. And that's what's going to be the focus of anything that happens between Rollins and Nakamura leading to Payback. And then at Payback, that's what it's going to continue to be. He's going to work that back. And maybe an absolute beating from Nakamura opens the door for a Damian Priest cash in. Maybe, just maybe Nakamura shocks the world and he wins it. But I think no matter what, we're going to get a really good match. And I do think that Seth is close to needing a little bit of a vacay, a little bit of a pause for himself. Physically, he's got a young daughter as well, as we're getting reminded that we're in the beautiful Quebec City here tonight. Here's Seth Rollins with Jackie Redmond. Speaking of wonderful Canadians, what is left for tonight's Monday Night Raw? I thought we were getting a contract signing between Seth and Nakamura. I could be wrong. The tag match is still to come. I don't know what else. If anybody out there, the fact checkers, have some idea of what we might get, let me know. R-Truth will do this when he comes back to WWE. We'll find out. Rocco. Oh, do that. I see. I got you. It's like, what are you talking about? But the crowd's singing along with Seth, even though he's only in the back. Shinsuke should have used this when he faced AJ at Mania for the WWE title and should have won. Yeah, they could have done a lot more with Shinsuke at the time. I didn't mind, the no speaking English kind of playing off like, you can talk. We know you can understand. I didn't hate it, but this is better. It's a better feel, better vibe, a better rivalry. And again, it feels like real combat sport of, I'm going to go after you. I'm going to pick you apart. I'm going to, focus on your weaknesses. And Seth now talking about being caught off guard by it. Oh. So Seth confirming he has 2 fractures in his lumbar spine. Whoo! Catcraft. I love these streams. Thank you so much. We love having people come and join us and talk some wrestling or UFC or whatever nonsense we're talking about, and apparently football and hockey and everything else in between. So thank you. And like I said, we are just a young pup. We're still figuring all our shit out, but it's been a fun ride, and we love bringing these streams. KJ, could tonight's surprise be Nick Aldis either joins JD or jumps Cody? Jumping Cody, I like. Aldis to me doesn't fit with JD. Aldis is the furthest thing from a gothy, creepy dude. Even if you put makeup on him and made him hot topic-y, I don't think it works very well, JV. Him jumping Cody, I'm excited for. I want this to happen. And if his primary purpose with the WWE is going to be backstage, then having him jump Cody and have them go through a couple months of an angle with a couple matches, really good matches, it would be something that would allow you to carry Cody for a while in a very interesting way. And Nick Aldis is a pro. He's a vet. He's outstanding. He is above average, and I would love to see him get some reps in WWE outside of being a producer. All right, so Seth's saying Shinsuke's too afraid to face him, which makes me feel like that's next week. So we're just getting to hear from them. No contract signing. I made that up. Where do I find the football draft link? In the Discord. I'm new to the Discord app. Smile Mark, I believe there's a section for it on the side. I'm sure someone else can help you better than I can, but it should be there. What about waffles? Waffles. I should have said waffles, Larry. Everybody loves waffles. So much wrestling over into the next few weeks. It's insane, Smile Mark. I read that tweet from MJF about how wrestling fans are paying dividends right now. Like, they're getting the best of all of this. The more AEW wants to compete with the WWE, the more WWE wants to hold them at bay and still be the preeminent wrestling show in the world, then this is only benefiting us. We're going to see a show at Wembley with damn near 90,000 people. Then we're coming back. We're going to see a wicked show in Pittsburgh. Then we're going to All In Chicago. That's going to be fun. Plus all these shows, even tonight, Quebec City, the crowd is lit and live and ready to go. I can't wait for any of it, all of it. We'll run right through to the end of this calendar year, and we'll be back at it again in 2024. 2024, I think, is going to be a fun year for wrestling because you're going to see more contracts expire, and that's going to make the companies really kind of battle it out. 8 out of 10. Daniel with another early rating. So the first 2 hours are getting an 8 out of 10. We'll see if it holds up. Daniel, the third hour, if it can maintain that 8 out of 10. As we're getting a replay of Gunther and Chad Gable. If you guys didn't catch it earlier, Gable with the belly to back over into the timekeeper area and rolls in to beat the count. Gets the W over Gunther, but does not win the title. Crazy. I like Chelsea and Piper as a tag team, but WWE needs to create more tag teams. I think that's what they're doing, Richard, honestly. Right now, without counting NXT main roster, he only has 3. Is it 3? I think they're trying to do something with Elektra Lopez and is it Layla? Whoever the other lady is. I think they're trying. There's a couple female ones in NXT that they're trying to build, but it's the same thing with the men's. Like we saw the Viking Raiders look a little badass tonight, which I mean, we haven't seen much from them in a long time. Wow. The main event is coming out right now. A lot of time left on the clock. Here comes KO. Here comes Sami as they will be taking on the Judgment Day. I do not believe it's official yet who they will be taking on. What the hell? He really does need a vacation. Yeah, I think so. And I mean, I don't believe he is being dishonest about what's going on with his back. Many times in interviews and such, he's talked about being banged up. And realistically, Seth, I know some people don't love Seth, but at the end of the day, I believe he's put in the work. He's made the World Heavyweight Championship, which some people call a second-tier title, some call a third-tier title. I think he's made it relevant. I think he's made it matter. He's had good rivalries. He's defended it a lot. He even went down to NXT for a night. I give the man credit. He's been a workhorse. But when you wrestle the way he wrestles, you got to give him some time. So he loses the belt. He goes away a little bit. When he returns, big pop. Everyone's happy. But yeah, I think he does need a little bit of a deep breath. Plus, it keeps him relevant. It keeps people like, well, as much as we hear people not love the sing along, we'll miss it and we'll sing our asses off when he comes back. Seth Rollins, the heavyweight champion of the world, sing his battle hymn, Bobby. The Quebecers were singing. KO and Sami for the win, says Richard. Yeah, you know what? I'm with you. KO's been out. They're home. Give them a big win. Still issues with the Judgment Day. Push that up the flagpole. I think this all works. Another week passes by with no Odyssey Jones, whoever he is. No disrespect. AB, listen, man. I don't think he's mad. I'm sure he's getting in some dark matches. He's probably at the Performance Center at times working on what he wants to do. I think he's a great candidate to be a big powerhouse for, the new Hurt business. I think he would fit nicely there. But again, you can't have everybody come back all at the same time. You can't have everything, the top of the pyramid is small for a reason. And I think they got to find places for people or you end up losing people. Right? Why, you have Odyssey Jones in, a 50-50 booking or in a few spot matches where he loses. It's not good for him. However, if you have a plan and you bring him out properly, I think you have an option. You could have something there. I thought Seth's problem was his knee, not his back. No, Seth had knee surgery once upon a time. He had issues with his knee. I'm sure it doesn't feel great certain days, but yeah, I believe that the back issue, very Shawn Michael-esque. I love these streams. I read that one, but twice is just as good. Nakamura saying, watch your back. He didn't mean his legit back, but watch your back as on Senior Money in the Bank. I think he meant it both ways. The double meaning, the double entendre with the whole idea there, Rocco, wasn't lost on me. Physically, watch your back because I'm going to try and take it out. But also, you need to watch your back, Mr. Money in the Bank. But me, you never know when I'm going to pop up and take you out. So, I appreciate the double meaning to this one. Nice editing and setup, by the way. Thank you. There is no editing, but I think I know what you meant, Kat. But I do appreciate it. We do our best to stay pretty around here, but we are 100% unedited, uncensored, unscripted, just shooting from the hip, and whatever happens each and every night. Roman Reigns scenario coming also with Seth. That'll be very interesting, Steve. Again, I don't know if I love it, depending on how you do it. If Seth went away for a few weeks, popped up on SmackDown, again, we're ignoring the draft, but I don't know, Steve. Whoa. Next week, Becky versus Zoe, Falls Count Anywhere. A week before a ladder match. Less than a week. Gable taking on Kaiser next week. All right. Announcing some stuff to look forward to. Sami and KO in the ring. If you guys haven't made a prediction yet, get it in. Who are you taking between KO and Sami in the Judgment Day? If you want to wait till they tell us exactly who's going to be in the match, let us know. Seth vacates the title. Priest steps in, hands his case over for a chance versus Finn. Use the case as a battle royal prize. Raw, welcome back. But no, I don't think he's going to vacate it. He's going to lose it. And I still think Damian Priest is going to be world champion at some point. It'll be very interesting. Oh, wait. Judgment Day are fighting. All right, Rhea Ripley giving them shit. Get along. All right, fist bump, giving Rhea the case. And here they come, trying to get their shit together. Not looking good for Judgment Day here tonight. And we're off and running. Hockey fight. Double hockey fight. Sing is him. Seth versus Shinsuke will be at Payback, main event. They are building it like it is. It will be. I think so. I do not believe you'll have Roman on the Payback card. I believe that's already foregone. But I still believe we're going to get Jimmy and Jay at Payback. But I still think Seth and Shinsuke should be the main event on that, if that's the case. Unless there's some big thing. NWA 75th pay-per-view, a 75th anniversary pay-per-view is happening too. Yes, it is, Smile Mark. I'm a little torn about it. So we will keep you posted. We might have that on the background. I mean, it is on a crazy busy weekend for us. And, after watching the Crockett Cup, I know Nick and I have been a little bit sour about NWA and what they're producing. But out goes Damian, and here comes Seth. I have family members from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That is excellent. Not too far from the Great White North. Wonder if Seth a broken back is legit or storyline. Ain't heard no reports about it. I can't confirm or deny AB, but he has been talking about being battle wounded and going through some bumps and bruises, as you can imagine. To the extent, would they oversell it a little bit for the sake of story? I think so. But if there is an element of truth to it, it would be, right in line with what they're trying to accomplish here. Waffles. Everybody loves waffles. Once again, if you want to compete against us, and 7 slots out of 20 taken. There you go. So is that 7 including you and I, or is it 7 plus you and I, which is 9? Just being a pain in the ass. Canada shows always deliver. It does. Mark, I agree. Mostly, again, you just really love the crowd being into it. Wow, cannonball off the apron. Down goes Priest. KO going up to the top, and like Michaels just said, non-stop action. Senton! Swanton. Too bad Gable didn't win in the IC title by countout. No, you can't do that, Bobby. But back to this one. You know what? Growing up as a wrestling fan, that was one of the things that always captivated me was you look back in throughout the history of wrestling and the wrestling fans losing their mind, right? And you think of the days where they were coming out and the crowd was right on top of them in the entranceway, and they literally had to brush by people to get to the ring. But the crowds would lose their bananas, and I feel like too often now that doesn't happen. Oh, JD throws the case to KO. KO gets DQ'd. What the fuck? KO gets DQ'd. Whoa, Damian jumping KO. What is happening here? Nick with the link. Thank you, Nick. KJ, Sami, KO should have Maurice for tonight. I saw that earlier. It's very funny. Judgment Day by DQ. Yes, sir. 3 versus 3. Yeah. Cody and Sami being wasted. They're chanting for Cody, and here he comes. The American Nightmare, belt in hand. Now, a lot of people thought like this could be the makings of Survivor Series. Like super babyface team versus Judgment Day. JD's included. But we're going to get another 6-man tag, guys. Which same finish as last week there. Touche AB. 3 versus 3. They just didn't do it in the beginning. They waited to the end. Cody. I've shared the same stage with Violent J. LOL. That's amazing. Love or hate ICP. I got some love for them. They put on one hell of a most insane live show I've ever experienced, and I've seen hundreds of bands. Mark, like I said, got some love for them, but I mean, circa 96, 97, 98, maybe 2000 might be pushing it. Damn, the match was already over. Yeah, so the match ended, folks. We did get a DQ. KO used the Money in the Bank. JD tried to throw it in, and it got stopped. Now we are going to get a 6-man tag when we come out of the commercial break. KO, Sami, the Hero, Cody Rhodes. What I will say this. The crowd was chanting for him. The crowd got him. Again, we've seen a lot of this. A lot of this. Pause. Yawn, same old copy and paste crap. Yeah, you know what? I mean, again, I'm of two minds. I like it because I like who it is. I think what they do is going to be entertaining. But to your point, yeah, if I'm going to give somebody like Orange Cassidy shit, I got to give this a little bit of shit. There's got to be other people. And you know what? Truthfully, based on tonight, you can't because if you weren't in Quebec tonight, you might have put Chad Gable and Gunther in the main event. However, being in Montreal, being in Quebec, or no, they're not in Montreal. They're in Quebec City. The Montrealers are going to give me shit. Yeah, I could see where, we feel like we've seen this, but you kind of set up this main event for the crowd pop. Seth Rollins' lower back has been giving him problems since 2019. There you go. There you go. Renegade. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Judgment Day for the win. There you go. I'm definitely not agreeing now. Smile Shaggy, greater than Jay Twisted, greater than ICP currently. Yeah, fair enough. I might like Twisted slightly better. So I see where you're going there. Okay. But I mean, listen, ICP, they're just old now. 6-man match is next. 6-man tag match, really not good after you see the same one for the 3rd or 4th time. Yeah, I'm with you. If I'm being fair, I've really liked Raw tonight. I really don't love the fact that they're giving us this again. I wasn't thrilled with the tag match to begin with, but to do this, usually a melee breaks out in the first segment and it leads to tonight we will have a 6-man. Now they're like, shit, you know what? We keep doing it. So what we'll do is we'll have Cody run out in the final segment, and that will be the difference. People won't notice because he didn't do it in the beginning. He did it in the end. Kind of lame. Yeah. Cody Rhodes, Sami, KO for the win. I'm with you, Damian Heater. I think the baby faces win. I think Judgment Day continues to have issues. Cody, Sami, KO for the win, says Richard. American showing up to save Canadians. How rude, right? It's usually the other way around. Get your mind out of the gutter. Pause. I will not. No contest, no winners this time. Interesting, Vance. Interesting. No winner. ICP, better live show. Twisted, better artist. There you go. I'll take that. I'll accept that for sure. And again, the ICP shows have been legendary over time. I mean, how much when you get that much Fago root beer in the same place at the same time? I don't know. I think I'm partial to if I'm gonna go ICP, I still think I got love for the dating game. I think that's one of my faves. Now my reading for Raw instead of 7. Oh, now my rating for Raw instead of a 7.5 or 8, I'll give it a 6, 6.5, just because they're doing the same over and over. That's why I was curious if those ratings were going to hold up. Braun Breaker should be on the main card soon. Time, Terrence. You're not wrong. He's found his groove. Heel Braun Breaker works, but give him time. Give him time. Give him time. I know as wrestling fans and especially people in 2023 nowadays, we want that instant gratification. We want it to happen super quick, but give it time. He's coming. Pause on all of it, I guess. But he is making his way to the main roster. He is developing. Give him a chance. He's young. And again, the quicker you get him to the main roster, the quicker you burn him out. The quicker you burn him out, then you don't know what to do with him. Cody KO, Sammy for the win. Ding. Where's Teddy Long? It's a 6-man tag team match, player. I think Teddy give us a 10-man tag, but we'll see. As KO mocking the Judgment Day. And Finn taking over. The crowd has been good lemons. Great lemons. Tons of lemonade everywhere, I guess. It's just like watching a concert of your favorite band. If you go in person, you want them to play the hits. When we watch on TV every week, it gets old. Yeah, to a point, James, and I agree with you. You go see your favorite band, you want them to play the hits. But if you're an avid fan of that band and every time you go, it's the same song list, it's the same order, it's the same look, vibe, feel. Like I've seen several bands multiple times, and I really appreciate when they come back a year later and you go out and they look different. They still got their sound, but the stage is different, the attitude's different. And I think that's where WWE gets himself in trouble of, yeah, the fans in Quebec right now are thrilled. But as the TV watching audience, we're like, shit, this is like a rerun. And again, I don't know why even if it was mixed up some way, shape, or form, but we've seen a lot of this. A lot of rinse and repeat. GTA 6 announcement is going to break the internet. The developers spent $3 billion producing the game. Holy shit. For $3 billion, they could have made a fucking live action movie. NXT looks stacked tomorrow night. It is stacked, Kyle. I'm with you. I'm looking forward to it. I think NXT Heatwave is going to be excellent. And it might, you know what? On paper, it might be the show of the week. I mean, Dynamite, some interesting things. We're going to get a lot of run-ins. We're going to get a lot of angles. We're going to get a whole lot of panic booking as we head towards the All In. I hope it's a good go-home show. But again, when you're not really building the angles, like, man, how cool would it be if we were getting something involving Punk in the Elite? And part of that was, Dynamite goes off the air and Punk is there. He shows up, or CMFTR showed up. So we'll see how they handle it. But at the end of the day, it's going to be fun. Impact's Impact. Friday SmackDown. Jimmy returns. We'll see what that brings. Collision on the night before All In. So I'm excited about NXT. There was a long answer to say, let's go NXT. You got a title match. You got technically 2 title matches. And I'm looking forward towards Baron Corbin and Von Wagner. I'm looking forward to the entire card, to be 100% honest with you. Will it become an 8-man tag match? Only time will tell. But apparently, according to WWE and their writers, they don't have a 4th for each team. They have to use Rhea and Candice LeRae. Have we ever had Trish versus Sasha Banks? I would love to have that match down the road if she returns in 2024. I do not believe we've had that match. My only concern with that, Damian, is I do think at some point, like, I felt like the Trish and Becky segment was long as hell tonight. Just went forever. And again, Trish as great as she is, as amazing as she looks, as much as she's my favorite ever, you know, in 2024, she's going to be 1 year older. Can she still go and make it work? Sasha's Sasha. I'm really curious to see what Sasha does. Don't be surprised. Maybe we get a Sasha appearance at All In. That would blow minds. Same old 3-hour blues, 9:30 to 10:30, always drags the ratings down. Mark, you're not wrong. It's that usually, I mean, we started off really well tonight, but I thought tonight kept pretty much pace. I thought the Becky Trish thing was a little slow. But again, I think the main event feels long because we've been here, done that. It doesn't matter how it turns out. Judgment Day's won a couple times. Sammy KO, Cody have won a couple times. It's always been this hodgepodge. But part of me believes that they could be building towards some type of Survivor Series match. You know, super babyface team versus the Judgment Day. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's too far away, but I could see it happening. Hi guys, happy summer 2023 and August. Tyler, welcome. Thank you. As I'm getting a commercial for Equalizer 3. Funny, it took Denzel forever to make number 2. Really quick to make 3. I realized the number 2 didn't go well, did it? Shit. The 6-man tag tells me that AEW don't have one-on-one feuds for Cody right now, so they're keeping his friendships with KO and Sami. Yeah, I'm a little surprised because as far as I know, Cody's not really set up to do anything at Payback. So I don't know what that means, whether it's going to look like. But yeah, it's just to keep him out there. You get the big Cody pop. The fans are happy to see him. Shit, earlier tonight, he just came out and told everybody how great everything is and left again. So I see what they're doing with Cody. And yes, they're trying to buy time. They don't want to put him in too much stuff because if you continually have him, that's where you get that wear down. So let him cool off. Let him do nothing. He'll find a rival coming up, I imagine. Chicken hunting or piggy pie? Piggy pie. Chicken hunting's good. That's a good question, Mark. I like that one. Tilt-a-whirl. This could be one of those classic 6-man tags, though. Let's fingers crossed, AB. That's some hopium right there. As I'm getting the commercial for Heat Wave, don't forget the Judgment Day's back at it tomorrow as Dragon Lee and Bird Lady are going to take on Rhea Ripley and Dom Dom. Carmelo Hayes will defend his title against Wes Lee. The Heritage Cup is on the line as well. It's a busy card. It's going to be a fun one. WWE seem to like to keep title matches to PLEs, as they should, with exception, which is why KO and Sami never have tag matches on regular TV. Valid. You can have non-title matches. You can have other matches with lesser lights where you get wins. There are ways around that. I think that's where your booking has to expand a little. But I do believe you hold the title matches. Now, a tag title match as a main event on a Raw, perfectly fine by me. An Intercontinental title match on a Raw, okay by my standards. If you're going to keep anything off TV, it would be your 2 major titles in this particular case. At this point, just make Cody WWE's parody of Homelander. He is Homelander. It's crazy. WWE wants to showcase their stars on the shows for ratings, but having them fight in repetitive formats will burn out TV viewers. That's it. It's again, to steal from Cornette, lazy booking, right? We talk about it all the time. Everybody wants to see KO, Sami, Cody. We got to get them on the show. We don't really have anything for them to dig into or any angles or storyline. So here, we'll just throw them out there, and the fans love it. The crowd will pop, they'll scream, they'll throw babies in the air. But it's lazy because there are ways to get them involved in the show without giving us the same shit over and over and over. So to me, it's a bit of, the easy way out. As KO struggles, he's battling Finn, trying to get that tag. Cody and Sami reaching out. But again, and the odd part is with this, is critical of the booking, you know the match is going to be somewhat entertaining. It's been a good match. But been there, done that. Seth has had a couple of stress fractures in his back, and Seth has been putting off back surgery. Yes. There you go. I hope my Winnipeg Jets do good this year in the NHL. Emo, I will tell you this. Winnipeg's my closet team. I always cheer for the Jets unless they're playing the Leafs. I would like to see the Jets do well ever since they came back into the league. Big fan. I'm a big sucker for jerseys. I like their unis. So I like the nostalgia pop of Winnipeg. So good luck to Winnipeg. Maybe Winnipeg and Toronto can meet in the finals. Richard, my theory with the 6-man tag is to save WWE's best stars from injury. Team matches, save them from solo match at PLEs. Hey, fair enough. I get it. And again, trying to preserve it, trying to get multiple pops. Big DDT from Sami. That was beautiful. There you go. Big pop for Sami as he goes 1, 2. Priest with the kick out. And listen, the Judgment Day have run Raw in a lot of cases over the last while. They are your big heel team. And if nothing else, what I will say for the WWE is clearly they've found some level of consistency. Maybe too much so. But Sami going back to the top. Huge cheers for Sami. As Dom Dom gets kicked in the face for his efforts. Rhea taking out Sami. Crowd not happy, folks. My theory, yeah. So with that, I think, but at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do, right? Like it's like, you know, I always try to equate wrestling with sports. And if you're going to use your, you know, if you're going to be out there and you're going to, you have a game, you want your best people out there, which they have. But it's incumbent of you as a creative team to find ways to get it out there, right? Again, we didn't get like, you know, Austin and The Rock and Angle and Triple H and constant, you know, like 4 or 5 weeks in a row, you know, triple threat or, you know, 3-man tag, 6-man tag, 8-man tag. Like we didn't get that. You have to find ways to make it relevant, to get them on the show and make it count. To your point, or to someone's point earlier, there's not really a story to tell right now. So just get them in there. Rhea doing the suck it sign again. She does it all the time. It's great. Challenge accepted. Don't threaten me with a good time. 2 count on Dom Dom. KJ, are you sure we aren't just reliving the show from 4 weeks ago? Check the date on the show. You know what? The valid question, AB. Sometimes I feel like it. Crossroads to Finn. Dominic in the main event again. Let's fucking, right? Roll up on Cody. Cody gets out. Setting up for Crossroads. There he goes. JD McDonough disappeared. Valid point as well. Will he reappear? Ilya Dragunov here. JD saw a ghost. Yeah, boo. Tag to Sami as the crowd cheering for the haluva, but there's no way this lands. They're milking it. Tag to Owens. Haluva lands. I was wrong. Where's all your friends? Cutter! And you notice what Cody did? And then people talk about Cody sometimes. Cody literally stood on the apron while that all happened. Right at the end, he stood up on the second row, but stayed outside the ring. Let the 2 Canadian boys take the spotlight, have the moment. KO gets the pin, which I love. So again, as much as we hate, actually, KO looked like he was in some discomfort there. That's interesting. But he gets the win. He gets the win. KO looks interesting right now, guys. He's shaking his head. I mean, is he selling hard? JD turned into a McDonut and rolled. It makes sense if Bray returns a payback. It could. We'll see what happens with Bray Wyatt. I mean, I've been on these streams for so long, just Bray, where I'm almost brayed out. Where if they don't come back with a solid plan and get right into it and not fuck around with Bray Wyatt, I'm not going to be interested. You're going to have to find a way. But big win for the baby faces. JD still not having a good time. Cody celebrating again. KO looks uncomfortable. If he's just selling the abuse he took, great. But he did. He looked quite uncomfortable. I would like to see Saraya win and then Mercedes come out and challenge. Wow, that'd be a big moment. However, I don't want to see Saraya win. And I think she's going to, James. I predicted it on this channel very many times. Saraya just feels like Tony booking. I'd rather Tony Storm win it. I love Tony Storm. I know Nick bags on me because he doesn't feel the same, but Tony Storm's outstanding. Saraya winning, but I don't really want to see Saraya versus Mercedes. I don't think they can deliver a top-level match. I don't. Prove me wrong. Sammy says, Marcy buckets to the crew. As Sammy KO hug, Cody happy, everybody happy. A bit of a filler Raw in total, but we are done, folks. I will take your ratings out of 10. What do you got? How did you feel about Raw? Give me your final thoughts as I head towards the door here tonight. What do you think? How did they do? For me, I'll be honest, I enjoyed the show. I'm critical of some of the booking, but I enjoyed the show. Cody Rhodes versus Finn Balor could work at Payback. No. We did that on a Raw. We've done it. We've done it. That's where I don't want to see it, Damian. We've been there, done that. Cody beat him clean. Like, let's move on. Give Rhodes versus Reed. That'd be crazy. Wouldn't see it coming. Do you think they'll announce that the beginning of Heat Wave will be commercial free? That's very interesting, Kyle. They did it, last week or the week before they went commercial free for the first hour. I'll be very curious to see if they do that. Sasha Banks is still on the intro of SmackDown. Interesting. I don't think that matters. Stop seeing WWE, please. Sergio, we can't. It's on all the time. Every time I open my eyes, I see WWE. But instead of not seeing it, why don't you try and see it with us? And you might find reasons to appreciate all the wrestling. I will stop seeing WWE just because you asked nicely. Well, if we stop seeing the WWE, could it be mutual? We're going to break up with the WWE. WWE has a format and they stick to it. Absolutely, Mark. I don't disagree with that. I think a show like tonight, when again, there's not a whole lot of build going on, it becomes a show of just put all the shit in it. There's not a whole lot of build. There's not a whole lot of story. And ironically, your 3-hour show has less story than your 2-hour show. I don't like the rinse and repeat, but overall, I did enjoy tonight. Cody Rhodes versus Nick Aldis. I'm down. Let's do it. We all know the history. Well, maybe we don't all know the history, but there is some outstanding history between Cody Rhodes and Nick Aldis. And again, I truly believe that could get you from now till Christmas, right? If Cody is destined to win at WrestleMania 40, Nick Aldis could carry Cody to Christmas. And then he frees himself in Nick Aldis and goes and wins the Rumble. Something's going to happen here. No, nothing's going to happen here. Nordic North Stars. I like it. What is this? Anyway, I'm going to shut this down. What else we got? Let's catch up on some of these. Ratings are coming in. 7 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Wow, A-Town. A-Town not feeling it. 0.8? Was that point on purpose, lazy booking? 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. Not bad. That's very interesting. 7 out of 10. I give it a 5.5 out of 10. Everyone. All right. 9 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 800 out of 1,000. Very good, Joe Black. Going big. 6 out of 10. Babyface go over. Yes, they did. Here comes a Luva kick and the stunner. I honestly thought Dom was going to get pulled out of the way. It didn't happen. 5-1, 5-1, 5-1. ABJ, 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's not how it goes. Holly, if you hear me, yeah, big dog. How you doing, buddy? Welcome back. Cody Rhodes, Sammy Sox, J-Boy, you're on drugs. No more WWE. I don't think you're ever going to get that wish, man. Hot tag. Hot damn. I'm way up there. Good job, KJ White and Big Nick. I'll take a big shout out to Big Nick for riding hard tonight as well. I know he'd say pause when I said that. 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 9 out of 10. I'm going to give the show 7.5. I really liked Raw. I'm going to take a half a point off for the repetition. Lucky I don't take another half a point off for Trish and Becky being a little long, but it's Trish and Becky, so I'll be okay with it. And everyone be safe from Tropical Storm. Yes, thoughts and prayers to everybody out there. Crazy times. Make sure you're keeping safe, keeping healthy, and feeling good. Honestly, Miz shouldn't have been pinned because now LA Knight beating him doesn't feel like a huge win. Not true, Richard, and I'm okay with that, but it's the Miz. His level doesn't really fluctuate anymore. He's kind of locked in. The fact that LA Knight cost him the win, I think that goes to help tell the story. So I'm okay with it. I give them nothing. Nothing. Yes. You got to give them something, man. Did you watch the show? Did you watch it just the whole time, just not like it? Or did you not watch it and just have an opinion? I'm really curious. Great stream. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Steve G. Can't do it without you peeps out there. A lot of good wrestling, but 2 squash matches and some type of main event. Same type of main event. Bring me down. Yeah, I think they're going to get a little extra rub from me just from Quebec. The crowd was good. Wow, Emo saying 3 out of 10. Not giving any love. I give them nothing. I love that. I want to see Cody versus Cena. I thought about that. We talked about that earlier tonight, Damian. Maybe we'll talk about it a little more tomorrow night. But yeah, that's crazy. 6.5. KJ, tell Nick from me it's a nice boulder. I will tell him. I'm sure he's listening, guys. Let's be real. And felt like a house show ending. Yeah, a little bit. Just kind of feed up to the crowd. Don't build anything. I get it. A little bit of a flat show, but not a terribly boring show, just a show that lacked substance. Now I'm rethinking. Maybe I have to just give it a straight out 7. I'll give it a 7. 3 out of 10. Look what happened to the Bloodline. Be more specific, other than them destroying all the records and being awesome and being the best thing in wrestling. What happened to the Bloodline? I'm curious, Sergio. Next week, Raw 6-man tag, but 1 man is different. There you go. It'll be JD McDonough and it will be Drew McIntyre. Switched out. 7.5. So I'm right there with you, Mark. Hope next week we get Gunther Gable 3. We won't. I don't think so. Save it for Payback. LA Knight, Miz, and a Sammy KO tag match announced for Payback. I did not see that. LA Knight, Miz makes sense. Did they Sammy KO versus the Judgment Day? This was a W live stream, KJ and Big Nick. Well, on behalf of Big Nick, on behalf of the Wrasslin for Life Network, thank you for being here on a Monday. We're back tomorrow for Heat Wave. And folks, when I say we cover more live wrestling than anyone else, I'm not bullshitting. I'm not lying. We're here constantly. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Go check out all our links. Go check out Luna Havoc's page. Go check out our friends' pages as well. Find us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Discord. We are holding open spots for a fantasy football league within the chat. But other than that, I'm going to tap out. I'm going to sign off. I'm tired of talking, but not a terrible night, not a bad night to kick off the week. I have a feeling that NXT is going to deliver a much higher value show tomorrow. And if not, we'll be back at it for Wednesday on Dynamite and all week long as we head towards All In and all the crazy wrestling we got in the next few weeks. Once again, click all those buttons. Be a friend, tell a friend. Thank you. And until tomorrow, we'll see you on the flip side. Good night. Bye.